Hello, my name is Four, and I am muted. Yay! Okay, guys, let's jump back into it and introduce ourselves. Hello, my name is Four. I was muted, and you are on the Forefront, which is a fantastic tabletop role-playing channel all about me playing these wonderful games, and the particular one that we're playing today is Burning Wheel. What is Burning Wheel? Let me explain it to you. It is not D&D. It is a very character-driven and player-focused role-playing game in a fantasy setting that is sort of up to your own decision. It does not have a set setting. It does not have a clear, group of NPCs that are in this world or something like that. It merely has a series of life paths and mechanics that invoke a sort of style that our players are going to be invoking in their own right. So let's go ahead and actually talk about our players, because this is a player-focused game, so why not see who we're playing with. You guys are my best friends. Of course. Let me actually put that over here. There we go. So, let's go ahead and actually talk to our players, and let's get an idea on what exactly is happening today. You guys are my best friends. That's what's happening today. Ishriana, I love you. We'll get to Ish, the trash raccoon. I really hope to find a way to work in the two raccoons that we have adopted, it seems, into the campaign, I guess. Well, let's actually go ahead and start with Abigator. Let's figure out who you are and what character you are playing in this brand new Burning Wheel campaign.
Oh my gosh. Hi, guys. So, as you know, if you don't know, my name's Abby. And today, I am going to be playing Marm. Marm is a troll. She is a very ugly, kind of rough character who's very kind of doesn't show a lot of emotion. Obviously, she's a troll. She's very, and also, most importantly, she is a mother. That is right. Marm is a troll mother, and she is raising her son.
Mama! Yay! Abigator's my mom!
Yeah. Oh my gosh, this is gonna be amazing. What?
I cannot wait for this. Oh my god.
So, I have a son named Malik.
Malik.
And so, I am working at this bar as kind of a bouncer, I guess you could say. Basically, security, brute force things to provide for my son. My only son.
What a poor, dire situation you find yourself in. If you don't know, by the way, the core concept of this campaign when we started, instead of playing something like, we're gonna play like the noble elves or the rustic, hard-working dwarves or, something like, magicians and stuff, we decided instead we're gonna be dirty, fucking tavern people who own a tavern and try to keep it running in this war-torn and dying world that we find ourselves in. Except for the humans. The humans are doing just fine. On top of that, Abigator, what other particular things can you tell us about Marn? Maybe something that she believes in.
Oh, it's something that she believes in. She believes in a couple of things.
Oh my.
Let me get the character sheet, because these are new character sheets for me, and I'm not quite used to them yet.
Yes, please forgive us if we delay in information exchange, because gosh darn, Burning Wheel is a hefty game.
Mm-hmm.
By the way,
yes.
Alert me if the music is a little too loud in the chat, guys. Just in case. Hi, Wiley Hobbit! Oh my gosh, it's good to see you. Hi, Jace.
Hi, Silly. Hi, Wally.
I haven't seen
Jace.
Jace in so long. Hi, buddy. Oh man, and Silly the kid. You dog, you. I'm sorry, Abby. Please continue.
No, it's all good. I'm so.
The Troll Toll. Tell us about the Troll Toll.
Oh,
Tell
the Troll
us.
Toll. Oh, see, I can't because I'll start singing the Danny DeVito song from It's Always Sunny, and it's just inappropriate and not.
Well, Mitz and I kind of noticed something different if anybody else played Guild Wars 2.
Okay, so Marm, as you know, she is a mother. So one of her core beliefs is that my son will be prepared for a world that is cruel for trolls. That's one belief that I have. My son will be prepared. And I also have a belief that sometimes things that are expensive are worse.
I see. Is that so?
That literally is one of my beliefs.
Well, let me actually, I hope I'm not using my webcam microphone. No, I'm using, okay, yeah, I'm trying to increase my levels. Oh my god, my levels are so tiny. Ew. Ah! Oh! Okay, so I think it's auto-adjusting too. Okay. So, I don't know how I sound. Anyways, are those your 3 beliefs that you have shared with us?
That and then stability is hard to come by. So grab it before it escapes.
Excellent. Let's see if we can get those beliefs to be opportunified for you. Let's go ahead and mosey on over from the bronze of this tavern to the half of the brains. Indigo, would you introduce your character and invoke upon us your beliefs?
I would love to do those things. Hi, I'm Indigo. I'll be playing Jago Reese. He is a Rodin bartender at the Tavern with No Name. I am super stoked about this whole concept and this whole thing, especially with these fine folks here. It's gonna be good times.
I hope so.
A lot of the hilarity, I'm sure. So Jago Reese, as I said, is a Rodin. He's you just want me to go through his beliefs and instincts?
Sure. Instincts we're not so sold on, but if you'd like to share them, you totally can.
Sure. The Rodin race was created by humans. They were kind of used some technology and a lot of magic, basically to turn rats into anthropomorphic creatures. And that's kind of how the Rodin started in this world, in this particular campaign, and maybe different in regular Burning Wheel, but we like to mix things up.
Yeah, Burning Wheel is it's very loose. We'll say.
I like that for sure. So one of his beliefs is that the Rodin race is more than just a science experiment. A lot of people tend to kind of look down on the race as a whole, and then there's actually a subset of the Rodin race that are actually very anti-human and kind of antagonistic and warlike about it. So he is not one of those particular rats, and so he's kind of in the middle between, you know, what the humans think about rodents in general and what these kind of subset of rats think, and he's trying to get everyone to just be like, yo, why can't we all just be alive? You know?
I mean, so, that's the real struggle, isn't it? Being alive.
I mean, that's really what it boils down to at the very base.
Okay.
So the mead making skills, my mead making skills combined with the dwarf's cooking will make us the best establishment in the territory. That is definitely a very strong belief.
Oh yeah, dude. That's ambition right there.
It is, and they feel like this combination of his cooking with my drink making skills is going to be the thing that kind of makes our tavern and our establishment, like, you know, well renowned in the territory.
Nicely. And
the last one would be the tavern staff and patrons are family, and I will do what I can to help and support them. You know, especially with, you know, my partner being half of this thing, obviously, you know, I want to make sure he's successful. Troll Mama, you know, is always just feeling the burn of being a single mother and caring for a wayward son that, you know, is starting to get in trouble and test the limits of his boundaries, you know, as all young men do. So he definitely is starting to trouble the unwed troll mother, and Jaguar Reese has been noticing this, and definitely wants to help her in her situation. She lives in a cave, I mean, which is nothing to look down on at all.
No.
It's a nice cave.
It's a nice cave.
It's not. Hey man, trust me, I'm not one to judge. It's a very nice cave, and she's doing what she can to make her cave a home. And then with the elven lass who was disowned by her family and is now forced to work. She keeps calling my bar a dive bar, which is a little annoying to me.
Hey, I wasn't disowned. Okay, I love to save my race. There's a difference.
Debatable.
Oh, you want to debate it? I will debate it, man. Let's go.
She's calling my bar a dive bar, though. Like, I gotta work in this dive bar, and I'm just like, bro, it's a nice...
I am a valley girl elf, so what can I say?
So, there'll be some fun times going on there for sure. I'm very excited, as I said, about this campaign, and I can't wait to get going. I've been talking long enough. Let's let someone else do their thing.
Alrighty. Well, speaking of, elves, Ami, why don't you give us a lowdown on your character, Kisa?
Hey guys, I'm Ami32. I'm gonna be playing the elf, valley girl, waitress Kisa. Basically her majority of her race has gone extinct. There's only a handful of them left, including herself. And she's basically working in this tavern trying to, make herself a living so that she can try and, spread her word around the world that, hey, the elves aren't, are a dying race. And she's kind of hoping to, help save her dying race because, the humans decided, oh, we're just, the basic thing is that, we're going to be taking, so, when the elf race dies, they turn into elderwood trees. And humans are using those as basically their wood and how to build their houses and all that stuff. So she's trying to basically stop that, and it's basically killing off her entire race. So that's her goal is to get them to stop that and to make them realize that they're not that they're what they're doing is wrong and that it's killing her people. So the first belief that she has kind of ties into that. It's the adventurers don't know the harm that they cause to my people. I aim to teach them and educate them about their wrongdoings in hopes of saving my dying race. So yeah, and she's also kind of looking towards new alliances to try and help that, which kind of leads into her second belief, which is a secret pact with the dwarves as a whole could potentially aid in the salvation of my race. So looking into this is a potential possibility. And then the third one that she has is kind of fitting to her character. She's a valley girl elf, so you're gonna have to get used to this voice, guys. So I'm sorry, but oh well. That's kind of her mentality. So her last belief is it is better to remain innocent than ignorant. So yeah, she's gonna be. I'm going to have that voice the entire time. So sorry guys. So that's Kisa for you.
Alright, most excellent. And I like that we have some beliefs tying our characters together. Let's go to our last player, Mr. Vincent!
Hey everybody, Vincent Cross. I'm going to be playing Victor Helsby, the other half of our dive bar owner. We have a really nice establishment here, and looking forward to jump in and play this character, Victor Helsby. He's been, he was a gilder, a miller, a foot soldier, an adventurer, and along the way he's picked up, learned from artisans, and has become quite the chef, and is definitely looking very forward to making sure to become one of the best chefs, not only amongst his race, but just a completely well-known and across the land. His beliefs is food is the greatest unifier. There is no judgment at the dinner table when the food is cooked to perfection. The second belief is that the dwarves are holding back the darkness. The humans must stop ignoring us and our warnings. And his third is, our tavern is a beacon for adventure. But don't make our tavern your adventure. There will be consequences.
Don't forget the mead.
And have some mead. Along with some of my shepherd's pie.
Yes, it's famous. Famous in
They
the territory.
really want to make it famous. Oh. We'll see if that happens.
I mean, I'm gonna call it world famous, but it's kind of like IHOP, International House of Pancakes. I don't know if it's really that international, but it's in the name.
Well, maybe.
Well,
Well,
really-
It's all about marketing. That's it.
I know what's a good marketing. Let's call our tavern that one building with no name.
That's
That
the
doesn't have a good.
It is
doesn't have a
the
good
tavern
ring
with
to
no
it.
name. That is the name of the tavern.
Alrighty, well,
Welcome to the hotel.
the hotel. So
Yes.
we're
Or otherwise known as the hotel. I can't do this, Zach.
We all gotta say it like that with that accent, but in
Please
character
do.
voices, you know.
So here's where we're gonna start. Let me see if I can find an appropriate slowdown for us. That was a little abrupt. I could have. Oh, what should I do? Yeah, let's do this one. Okay, so let's tell you about this world that we are in. This is a country in which humankind has risen to possibly the greatest lengths it has ever reached. The highest heights are in their grasp, and they can, if they were to oblige the honor, they can thank this esteemed opportunity thanks to the elves. The elves, however, the elves. The elves have fallen into disarray and dissolution. To the west, they begin to fade into the roots of the earth and become one with the soundless forest. To the south, the dwarves continue to try to make peace with the humans to, how to say, to satiate their greed with dwarven works and dwarven hospitality, as well as dwarven trade. It is, however, faltering due to the strange happenings beneath the mountain of a darkness, a cruel and harrowing enemy that lies underneath and is beginning to rise up. But the dwarves, hoping not to seek the ire of the humans who have already conquered the elves readily with the magic that they have been able to siphon from their wooden tree-like corpses, which is what happens when an elf succumbs to their grief. They turn into a magical tree. The dwarves are trying to keep this quiet. They're trying to remain steadfast despite that. And the Roden are separated from it all as what can only be described as a recently... They're not exactly slaves. They're not exactly slaves to the humankind, but they are clearly grown and risen up in this ideal circumstance to serve and farm and remain docile for this. It's not really a kingdom. There's no king. There's no high royalty, except for what I am basing this off of, a Swedish confederacy of sorts. I don't have a name for this kingdom because I figure we want to sort of like work out some of the finer details of the world with my players, but it is a confederacy of 8 cantons. And within these cantons are delegates. The delegates, once every so years, meet to decide the laws and larger issues threatening or possibly popping up to the kingdom. The cantons, however, are able to send out reeves, who are sort of like elected officials to officiate certain territories that are outside of the cantons. And these reeves are really who are in charge of where you live. You guys are in the territory 1 of 11 called Landorlan. And Landorlan, let me actually type it in for you. Landorlan is a skeleton, to be honest. This is the front of the war between the elves that happened hundreds of years ago. And it still has husks of buildings and towns. Not all of them survived. The one you currently reside in is was once called Duskmire. But like your tavern, it has not carried that name for a long time. And as you guys can see, right here is where their tavern lies. I'm going to try to sort of give you a better look on, because unfortunately I did sort of resize it. But this is really the extent of the war and the cost that it had on humankind. So that is really where we're going to start. You guys are outside of the main human empire. No, I don't know if it's empire. See, Confederacy just doesn't roll off the tongue as well as I thought it would. In any case, the 4 of you show up to work one day. And I think this is where we're going to really get started, is that what do you do during your mornings? How do you start your days at this tavern with no name?
I guess at this point, prepare. Start prepping the food, making sure to wipe down all of the kitchen area. Very clean dwarf. I gotta make sure my kitchen is pristine.
Not bad.
I guess I'll start, like, bringing down all the chairs from the tables and, like, setting up all the stuff so that, like, the front area looks nice, I guess.
And the rest of you?
This is morning time, right?
Yes.
Okay. Yeah, so I, wake up, stretch, go over, kind of splash my face in the bowl of water I got down there. Kind of go at the whiskers a little bit. Kind of make sure they're nice and clean. Get myself nice and refreshed.
Are they waxed?
Yeah. No, I don't wax my whiskers. No. I'm not one of those guys.
You're a private establishment. Your whiskers should be waxed.
Walk over. Maybe if I had like a bowler hat and had a proper English outfit on or something.
Get you a little vest.
Climb up. Oh, I got my dumbwaiter. Yes. And I take like my little stick and I just kind of push open the trap door, pull on my rope and everything. Kind of just slowly make my way up the dumbwaiter. As it comes up, I kind of tie it off to my little hook I have to tie it off, and then step off, walk down the bar a little bit, kind of grab my rag off its place where it always is. Not a clean one or anything, same rag. And jump up on, I have like a rail that runs behind the whole length of the bar because I'm pretty short. So I jump up on this rail that I have behind the bar and I'm walking down. So now, you can see like in the waist up or whatever. Walk down, start wiping down the bar with the same rag from yesterday.
Excellent. Alrighty. This is an important question. Abigator, how does Marm enter work?
Oh god.
Marm?
Or rather, who do you enter as?
Ooh. So, Marm is coming in. See, and this is the thing, because when Marm's actually working at the tavern, because she is security, so she wants to look intimidating, and she wants to look fierce, like she could beat people up because she can, and she doesn't want anybody to mistake that. So she comes in as her regular troll mama self. She comes in a little bit late, looks around, grunts, picks up a broom, starts sweeping all of the dust. And as the day goes on, you see her sweeping all of the dust, and she's kind of working at a quick pace. She goes upstairs, she changes the sheets to fresh sheets. She does the laundry for the new sheets. It's just kind of like one of those things, make sure everything's good and running, and kind of things that these people didn't think they would need to do if you're running an inn.
Oh yes. Oh yes.
But whatever. But I don't care. I'll just do it. Fine.
You're the mother. It's your job.
I mean, someone's got to be the housekeeper.
Wow.
We don't really have anyone assigned, so, you know.
Yeah, like two people on staff to do the rest of this is tough, yo.
It was actually supposed to be Kisa's job, but she refuses to do laundry because she thinks she's too good for that, so it kind of got stuck on
excuse you. I am way too good for doing someone else's dirty clothes.
Okay. So I think at this point,
No, you're not. No, you're not. I just peeked
It's
my head out of like the
disgusting.
thing. No.
What are these days? She's
You should go help her.
I just kind of nod
I'm
along,
busy.
start rubbing a glass with my towel.
It's dumb elves. And still close the thing.
I heard
Pan around
that.
some pots and pans.
he just starts bang, bang, bang.
Yeah, no, she's like, I
Thinking
heard
like
that.
the girls.
Oh my gosh.
Dumb dwarf.
It'd be nice if he remembered that I was the one that had to sit out here with her.
Oh. Okay. So
I'm the most hated person at this time. Let's just we'll just go with that. I already know this.
We love you, though. We love you, though.
Yeah.
You still have a job.
Right, this is true. Surprisingly enough, I'm really surprised that she hasn't
Still
gotten
have a
fired
job.
yet.
okay, there's 5. So I actually forgot to alert you guys. If you have 4 life paths, you get 2 fate points and 1 persona point. So,
I only have 2 life paths. What does that give me?
I'm gonna come to you. So Victor, Vincent, you have 2 fate points and 1 persona point. Marm and Jago, you guys are gonna have 1 each.
Okay.
Abby, oh wait, no, Ayami, you, because you only took 2 life paths, you're gonna get 3 fate points and 2 persona points.
Sweet.
And thank you for that follow. I really appreciate it, yo.
So what do I keep track of that?
It should be on. Let me actually
Stats
look.
and skills.
Should it
It's on
be-
stats and skills. If you go down right below
yes.
attributes, it's Artha.
Yeah, it's right under. Oh wait, actually, let me double check. Under
Yeah, it
attributes.
is.
Yeah,
How
it
many
is.
fate points do I have?
You get 3 fate points and 2 persona points.
Cool.
What did you say I got?
2 fate points
Okay.
and 1 persona point. Actually, I should get some cheat sheets for me. Okay. Whoops. There we go.
Oh,
Ugh.
man, look at that bar.
So it's at this point that what I think happens is that you guys will sort of begin your day, and the first guest comes down from the 2nd floor. And you guys have sort of noticed this particular guest has been here for a while. You think if Jago's taken, like, of course you're taking, count on how many days he's been here. He's been here 4 days, and he's rented the double room, where it's almost like a suite. I would say it's like one of the rooms up here on the 2nd floor. I would say maybe like maybe the group of them over here. We might have to figure out like which rooms are going to be like actual rooms for your inn. But let's just go ahead and say this character has been staying at the inn for 4 days in a large room, like where multiple people would be staying. And
Has he paid?
He say what?
Has he paid?
He's actually paid. He's paid up front. Is
he human?
He is human. He is young as well. You would place him as a very young man who wears very fine clothing, but he doesn't come down very often. He usually stays in the room for most of the day, and he comes down probably like 3 times, once for breakfast, twice to sort of walk the grounds and sort of like examine the nice garden you guys have in the back, and he comes down for dinner as well, and he sort of stays out and reads near the fireplace. He has sort of like very sharply cut brown hair, and his features are... They're not rich. He doesn't look rich, nor does he look like a peasant. He doesn't have, like, you know, the hard features, but he doesn't also have the angles that really sort of tell you his lineage. But he also has this little set of bars around his right shoulder. These 2 little pillars that are sort of put onto this patch that sort of go around his arm, and they're sort of like covered in this gold circle that surrounds them. This like gold felt.
Would I recognize this patch?
You would actually. This is someone from the College of Magic, deeper in the cantons. And the College of Magic is very strict. They keep to themselves, and they're heavily regulated by the delegates and the reeves. But you notice that he does have a wand, which is used to sort of be a conduit for his magic. You would probably guess he's not a full associate, like he's not fully graduated. But you also would probably guess he's still in the college, you imagine. He hasn't gone rogue or anything like that. But it's just very curious why he's here, and he tries to not chat with you guys as much as he needs to.
Have I noticed him yet coming down the stairs?
Oh, absolutely. I think totally absolutely.
So I'm gonna look at him, and I notice, first of all, I notice he's human. Second of all, I notice the fact that he's carrying a wand, and I just sneered him, you know, and kind of just like turned away from him, like ignoring him completely.
Yeah, he does make a note to avoid you, actually. He
Good.
tries to order directly from the Rodin more than anything.
Good.
What was his name? Did he give me a name?
He actually, his name is Palak.
What's his name?
His name is Palak. Second circle of the college. Palak.
Morning, Palak. What can I get for you this morning there, sir?
Can he cook egg, like an omelet? With onions?
Of course he can cook an omelet with onions.
Okay. No cheese. I don't want cheese this time.
I just kind of peek out of the window, and I go, "What kind of an omelet is it with no cheese?"
You could put cheese on it if you want, I guess.
Hey, you're getting cheese.
All right.
We'll do some Monterey Jack. You seem you like that, Kurt.
You know best.
Oh, man, I just close it up.
At this point, Kyoto. Kisa, God, I'm getting my L's mixed up. Kisa's gonna kind of like intro a little bit towards towards him, but so like she's close enough to like hear like the conversation, but not close enough to where she's like actually like close to him, like close to the human. So.
Okay.
Okay, so I just kind of look at him for a second and say, well, let's see what I can do about getting that without cheese for you.
Thanks. Thanks a lot.
He can be a little difficult at times.
I mean, considering where we are, that's a good idea, isn't it?
Generally, but sometimes I believe cheese might be crossing the line there, sir.
Kisa gives him a sidelong glance.
Dwarf
Kind of
opens
like
up the
accusatory.
dwarf opens up the doors again. He's like, Kisa, fix him a seat. Poof, and then closes it again.
She doesn't
Over
have...
my dead body.
He said no cheese.
No cheese! Are you serious?
The man wants no cheese.
Just fix them
Fine.
some.
No cheese.
Just fix
Kisa,
him a
get
meal
on it.
so he
Get
can
him a
leave.
table.
No,
Get
just
him a table.
And
Don't
he's
forget the
sort of
onion.
like he's sort of like caught between all three of you.
and she's like,
Hearing
I,
this,
Fix him a table. Mom!
at hearing this, you hear stomping.
Mom, Kisa needs
Great.
some motivation to get the tables going.
look what you
And-
did.
No, you don't have to get marmed. You don't have to get marmed.
I just
Alright, where did I put those eggs?
turn and walk down the bar a little bit, just like, here she comes.
Yeah, and Kisa's like, oh great, look what you did.
I look at Kisa. I look at the human.
He sort of, if the stool could go any lower, it would.
I point at Kisa. Don't you roll your eyes at me, Missy? Eventually you're gonna have to get over this human thing, because there is too much for me to do.
Look,
I
I'll get
stop
over-
I stop over and I stop you. Stomp over. I grab it. I'll take you to your table,
Okay.
sir.
Yeah.
And I go over. I kind of prepare a table.
He's sort of like limp in your grasp.
as you're doing that, Kisa's like, look, I'll get over this human thing when they stop using my people as once.
Oh my god!
Look.
I'm
Sir, honestly, it's the elf stick you got
I have a
there.
new friend.
She definitely don't like it, sir.
I swear she's like this with all humans, and I can't take. I have enough to do in this tavern. And Marm's kind of mumbling.
You guys gotta stop scaring the humans.
Ugh.
In the back, you're hearing like all the pans like sizzling, like. Shh.
He's been.
Right, onions, no cheese, no cheese.
Add some sausages on there. On the house.
Mr. Pokeman, thank you.
Oh,
And at this,
Hey,
the palate goes, yeah, sausages, that's great. Sure.
I feel that we owe you a little something there for a treat.
Oh, no, it's, I kind of expected as such, you know, well, not because, you know, she's, you know, but because we're so far away from the,
You know I can
Cantons.
hear you, right? I'm right here.
Okay.
Perhaps you could keep the elf stick hidden away, sir.
I'm not supposed to leave it off of my person?
Well, I mean, hidden underneath some clothing or something, sir. That's...
Look, just get it out of my sight.
Okay, I'll go back in my room. I'll put it in a chest or something, okay?
Whatever.
All right. I'll be back, all right? Okay.
We'll have your breakfast ready for you, sir.
Thanks a lot. And he sort of like trumps back upstairs.
He reminds me
And he
of one of
doesn't-
your other characters. Who is it?
Oh my God, who?
Kisa, you can't be so hostile to all the humans that come in here.
Look, they're killing my people, okay?
They're attacking all our people. Let's be real here.
I'm gonna walk out of the kitchen. It's like, where did I put that meat cleaver? I got like a big string of sausages.
Jesus.
There.
Let's see. Did I leave it over at the bar?
Yeah, no, it's in the back. It's in the back. And try the dish pan.
Oh, the dish pan, of course. Yeah, just trotting
That's why you
over.
leave it every single night.
Did you put it back there?
I didn't touch it.
Nobody
you did.
touches anything in your kitchen.
Exactly. We know better.
Yes,
Somebody
okay.
has to do the dishes.
Has Troll Boy been back there again?
I don't know.
Malik!
I haven't
You call
seen
for
it.
Malik?
I call for Malik.
Oh, boy.
Seriously, it's a troll boy.
Did you bring him to work today?
Mhm.
You
Well,
brought-
he's always there because where else?
I
am
mean,
gonna-
I feel like every day is bring your kid to work day with Unwed Troll Mom.
yeah.
Oh God. Okay. There's no response.
Oh, this ought to be good.
He's playing video games, not listening.
Nope.
5,
Hey,
4.
I just started
Oh,
walking
jeez,
away.
she started the countdown. Oh, God.
There is the sound of a door opening over here.
Oh, God.
Over. Let me actually see if I can.
I was like, ping it.
Yeah. I'm just going to ping it so, because
Okay.
it's hard to like make the stream
Right.
see it. God, I wish this was better. I'm gonna try to get a bigger thing. You see down here where the entrance is. You hear that door open. You hear lots of footsteps, and some people enter this bar area. A total of 4, and they're all human. And they begin to sort of chat among themselves. You can hear sort of the whinny of horses outside as well. And you see that these individuals they are not like Palik. They are dirty. They are wearing some armor and wielding some shabby-looking weapons. All of them, the three men and 1 woman. The woman looks as though she is quite stern.
Are they human?
They are human. She in particular has probably the best equipment, and also sort of carries this air of authority as well. And she sort of directs all of them towards this table right here in the middle. And you see that the other two men, they don't really have much on them. They probably have some strapped up like leathers over their clothes, but really they have like their heads shaved, and neither of them really appear to be. They don't appear to be like. I wouldn't say like. I would say out of all of them, you would probably be more worried about the woman and the 4th man. The 4th man has his hair tied back in this thick ponytail that's been sort of wrapped up into a bun. And he actually has like this rich coat, and you hear the jangle of chainmail underneath it. This rich faded purple coat that's covered in dust, and he also has quite a nice looking sword, but he definitely doesn't have any insignia or heraldry that makes him a noble. And the 4 of them sort of walk in, the 3 men sit down, and the woman saunters over to you, Jago, and she sort of leans forward and says, "How much for an evening?"
I'm sorry, are you talking to me?
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
him.
That's Yukiro.
Jago.
How much is it for? Did we ever establish
There's,
that?
I don't think we did.
So in Burning Wheel, there isn't exactly like cash. There's cash dice. You would roll your resources, but basically, if you want, you could sort of make up like, oh well, it's What do we want the currency to be? Do we want the currency to be like a single like crown? Oh, that'd be cool.
Ooh, yeah, I like that.
The Confederate, the human.
Breakfast.
So let's actually like world build a little. Like, what if the human Confederacy was built off of we hate kings, we hate them so much, we hate nobles, they're stupid, and the land should belong to the people. And they had this really big like kill the nobles. It was a French Revolution, and then the currency after that was called crowns. And yeah, I like crowns because then it's sort of like our money is now based off of the blood of the kings that we slew. I actually
So
love
wait,
that.
what is it?
Is it
So-
just going to be one coin, or is there going to be like crowns and bits and like smaller?
Oh, it's crowns.
Yeah, we'll have like crowns, and then we can make up the main one is crowns. But if we want, we can sort of make up like a secondary currency, because I think the cantons, they all recognize the crown as the currency, but they might have like their own separate little currency for their own markets. So you could sort of say like a crown is the same value as a gold piece, I would say.
Okay.
And this is a hotel, so
So
I mean,
that's
Oh, damn.
a modest. A modest room is 1 gold piece in D&D. So,
yeah.
do you think our rooms are like modest or comfortable?
They're certainly comfortable.
I was thinking like 10 gold a night. Or
And
10
then
crown.
maybe a couple of wealthy rooms.
Yeah, the second floor and third floor are they're expensive. They're probably
Okay.
worth 15 crowns at the very top. And actually, Palak, he's in the third floor suite, and he pays probably like 20 crowns a night for that.
Okay.
Just him.
Yeah, because aristocratic's about 10 gold piece plus. So,
Oh yeah.
wealthy is 4 and comfortable is 2. So, like our basic rooms would be like 2 gold a night.
Okay.
Yeah.
So this guy comes walking up. What does he look like? I'm sorry. Could you describe him real quickly again?
Yeah, the three other men, one of them looks really well-dressed and flamboyant with a long saber at his side. The other two look dirty. They look like some fuckers who got conscripted into an army or something. They, like, clearly aren't soldiers. This woman, however, that has approached you, clearly carries the air and bravado of a soldier. And you notice that she does have one of her eyes sort of covered over with this like long orange sash that is just sort of like tied around her head. And she clearly has scarring around that. But she does sort of like lean forward. She's dressed in armor. She's very, oh boy, she knows how to use that fucker. So she asks you, how much for a night?
Well, that depends on what kind of rooms you're looking for. You want something comfortable, or do you want something like really nice?
Comfy.
Don't hate my character voice, Abby.
I lost it for a second there. I'm working on my stone face.
It's okay. It's going to be hard for me to stay there too.
Alright.
Me too.
Curious what
Just
with
2
my
rooms.
voice.
We can make do with 2 rooms.
Well, if you're just looking for something comfortable to spend the night, then I would say it's 2 gold per room, 2 crowns.
Alright.
I come out of the back door. It's like, 2 crowns it is. Yep. And I'm just like trucking over to the kitchen with the sausages and the found meat cleaver. Here we go.
You'll get breakfast in the morning, but a night dinner's gonna cost you extra.
That's fine. What's the point of stopping here?
Well, we got the best meat in the territory. Can I pour you a cup?
A cup of meat.
Mead, son.
Oh. Sorry.
Yeah, me.
Yes. Meat.
We got wine. We've got some ales.
A cup of meat would be the special shepherd's pie. You might want to get on that.
You see one of the guys say, "Oh, I'll take a mead. That sounds good." You also see one of the others, the one with the rich coat, sort of says, "Hi, I could go for The wine. Something red?
Yes, we have some nice wines. I made them myself.
Lovely. Alright.
Got some cups of swill for your boys there, if that's what you're looking for them.
You see, the youngest, he probably looks like in his teens, late teens. He goes, yeah, I take swill. Swill. Beer.
Alright, so I put 4 cups up on the counter, and I pull out the bottle of swill, and I fill up all 4 cups with swill.
Alright. And,
And then I put one of the cups down and put another cup up there and pour a nice wine in there.
oh boy.
Hand that over to
Are they
the...
so they're sitting at the table?
Yeah, they're sitting at the main table. Yeah.
So I'm assuming Kisa's gonna take the drinks over to them.
I almost feel like I should just be like that bartender that no matter what you order, he gives you swill. That would not be good for the reputation. So.
No.
So I pour a nice mead for the, or a nice ale for the woman that seems like she's the leader, and then I pour a wine for the foppish kind of gentleman guy, and then
So
cups of swill for the 2 bedraggly kind of.
So I take those drinks over to them,
Okay.
and I kind of just plop them down in front, and I
Good.
kind of spill a little bit, but I don't bother to clean it up at all.
Okay, who do you give the wine to?
The guy who ordered it, but as
Which
I
one
give
was
it
that?
to him, I kind of, it was the foppish one, the one with the nice coat.
Okay.
Gives the wrong
good.
drinks to everybody.
Okay,
I
good.
should do that. I should. You know what? I'm going
She
to
just,
actually.
no, she takes the wine.
I do,
drops
and
the rest
I
of them
should
and she
drink
takes
it
the
in
wine.
front
No,
of
no,
them.
no, no, Okay, what do you actually do?
I actually am gonna mix up the drinks,
Okay.
and I'm gonna give it to, and I'm like the whole time, like as I'm giving the wine to the other guy, like I'm literally not breaking eye contact. And
See Marm in the
He,
background.
he winks at you.
and she kind of like.
He doesn't catch
I'm
on.
not
He just goes,
Yeah, and she's like, and she kind of glares at him, and she kind of like gives him that like nasty like sneer smile, whatever. And I really want, I don't think I'm gonna do this. I really want to spit in his drink, but I'm not going to.
do you want to try to?
No,
Are you sure? You could roll for it.
no, I'm good.
Okay.
I'm
Alright.
okay.
Seeing all of the humans walk in and knowing Kisa, I'm going to look at Jago,
Yeah,
sigh, go in the back. I'm gonna put on some witch skin. I'm gonna do
Alright.
the witch skin thing.
So,
Because I know
Which skin?
because
What?
I know that you are not going to be maybe the best waitress ever. So you see Marm go into the back, and out of the back, a couple minutes later, is this rosy cheek little woman who
Oh.
looks maybe like 31, 32, who's just like the sweetest looking girl ever. She's rosy cheeked and she's just looks young and full of life.
She's like the mother that everybody wants.
yes.
But she has dead eyes. If you look really hard at her eyes, she's
Wow.
got the nasty dead eyes. Just like, are you doing well? I am so glad.
Yeah.
Got the dead eyes.
She's
Yeah,
beautiful on
Kisa
the
rolls her eyes
outside.
and she goes, "Oh God."
She's
At this
beautiful
moment,
on
the dwarf
outside.
opens up the doors, just goes, order up! Bing! And he like clangs his really annoying bell. And he goes,
You
Nisa,
don't-
fetch Palik! His
If
order
it's
is
not
ready.
body, he can come down on his own.
Go get him!
Kisa, serve
Ew.
this food, would you? It's getting cold up here in the window.
That I could do. And she takes the food. She's gonna walk over to where Malik was gonna sit, and she kind of just tosses the plate on. Like doesn't
Malik?
even like. No, not Malik. The Palik.
Palik.
Oh, okay, got it.
And she kind of just like she spills a little bit on the table. Doesn't even clean up. She just leaves it there.
Okay. Okay. So,
She hates humans, people. This is how she is.
The
All
food
right.
is fantastic, but the service.
So they see the food come out, and immediately go, oh, hey, we can get some of that too, right?
Don't ask me.
Yes, the same for all of you.
Mine will be happy to take your order.
Oh, thank you.
Kisa, I got this. Thank you, my dear.
Kisa, why
Whatever.
don't you go sweep over the corner?
Ew, I'm not going to do chores. I'm way too good for that.
Oh my god, oh my god, oh my god, oh my god. What can I get for y'all?
Oh, I just want some eggs over easy, please. Something light.
Okay, eggs over easy light.
Yes. And the woman says, more beer.
Beer? Yes.
The younger man, clearly like struggling with the swill, says, "Can I actually, just some sausage and scrambled eggs, please."
Scrambled egg sausage, eggs, light, over easy, beer.
And the last guy just sort of like looks at you for a moment. Toast. Do you have
Just-
time?
As this is going on, Kizo's gonna kind of walk over to the stairs, and she's gonna go, "Yo, Pallet, food's on."
Ah! And you hear this. You hear him sort of like yelling his way down the stairs as he quickly like, "I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I had to hide it. See?" And he sort of like holds out his hands, like sort of pats his hips.
Look, just get over there and sit your ass down.
Okay. And he goes to the corner.
Howdy, Palak. As you... And again, Palak has probably seen... Nobody realizes this is
No.
Mars. So they're just like, oh, okay, this is the nice...
It's the nice waitress.
It's the nice waitress.
With
So I-
the
Only
hollow
the troll
eyes.
bouncer when people get unruly.
Right. Nice waitress turned bouncer.
So I go to the back and, like, eggs over easy light, scrambled egg sausage, beer, and toast.
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 Don't forget the extra butter. They always ask for extra butter.
I'll butter this toast, alright. Toast for breakfast.
What's wrong with toast? Toast is good. Yeah.
You don't know anything about food. Quiet. Hey,
Don't tell me to shut up.
toast.
I'll put an arrow through
Yeah.
your skull.
I
Yeah,
turn
I-
to Kisa.
I'm pretty sure
Look.
Threatening the owner is not good. About security.
I mean, you know.
You'll be out on your ass before the nightfall. I guarantee it. Now get to sweeping.
He's kind of a
I
grumpy
told you,
dwarf.
I don't do chores.
He makes the best
It's
food.
not
in
a
town.
chore, it's your job.
Get back
Wasn't
there
in
and
my
cook
job
something.
description
We've got
last I
plenty of
checked.
bonus. Kisa, go
Oh, you want it written down, do you?
Oh, okay.
I can write it down for you. No problem.
Is
Let me
this-
just stop all this cooking.
Is this a check? Are we gonna roll?
No.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Because here's how
Alright,
Burning Wheel
alright,
works.
let's do this.
Here's how Burning Wheel works. So basically, I let you guys do whatever you want until I think you're getting it way too easy, or I think that there's going to be a complication in the game, or in the story rather. So it sounds like Vincent, you want this woman to do the chores that she is supposed to do.
Yes.
She is high and mighty though. She
I
should
mean,
not-
it's in the job duties.
I mean, yeah, but
I can't be doing everything by myself.
so you could try to test against her to sort of like say, no, you have to do this or I will fire you. So yeah, what you can do is like maybe do something like intimidate or intimidation if you have that skill.
Fired on your day off. How you?
Oh no.
How you gonna get fired on your day off?
Let's.
Right, but really though.
I do not.
You do not. Do you? Want
I do have haggling though.
haggling.
Yeah.
What you gonna give me?
What are you gonna do? I mean, yeah, you could do that. Let's see. Haggling. The skill required to negotiate prices, terms of purchase, and contracts.
Ooh.
It's
So contracts would be interesting.
yeah, it would be a versus test against... What do you want to roll against him? If
Oh
anything.
God, I don't know.
Okay.
Let me look.
Let's see.
I mean, what would be a good one to roll? I feel like.
Persuasion. If
I
you
don't
have
know
it.
if I have that.
No, yeah, you have 2 life paths. You don't have much.
I have observation.
I might.
Oh, Narc.
Or do you really want to get on this?
I don't know.
Do you really?
Always
do you
going
really?
at each other, so I kind of just tend to
Yeah.
walk down the bar.
You don't have them actually yet.
Yeah, I don't
So
either.
you could start. Oh, you have soothing platitudes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, so you could try to
That'll work.
you could put on a face for him and just sort of
Yeah.
like tell him no, you don't have to do that. No. So it's going to be a versus test.
Okay. How do we roll this?
So actually, we didn't get your skills added to the skill
To the-
sheet.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna do that for soothing platitudes really quick. It is
Okay.
5.
Ooh.
Okay. So now it's ready. Now
Okay.
here's the thing. You guys need to figure out if you're gonna get helping dice or if you are going to fork. Remember Fields of Related Knowledge?
I don't remember that.
It's sort of like the Wises in Mouse Guard. When you help someone, so you can sort of like pick a skill that you think would be helpful in this situation.
I mean, I
Abby?
have.
So this is, let's see, we're doing Kisa again.
I know y'all gonna help him, so go ahead.
I'm not sorry. I'm not sorry in the least.
no, I
So it's
accept.
Victor, right? Where it's Victor Kisa.
Victor, Kisa, yes. So
I
it's a
totally
versus
understand.
test.
Let's be honest.
Okay, so Vincent, you have a haggling of 3, right?
Yes.
Okay. You have a helping dice from Marn. How are you helping Marn?
I want to use the skill Ugly Truth. Ugly
Nice.
Truth is one of those things like, this is bullshit and you know it. This is what's going on. Shut up.
I mean, you and I are like our characters, man. Like, it's every single character we have.
Indigo, do you want in on this, or is this his part of the business?
You're muted.
Muted.
Try again.
Try harder.
I kind of do, but I also kind of want to stay out of it. If I see Marn getting in on this, I just kind of look over at her and then just roll my eyes, and just kind of grumble to myself, walking down the bar, rubbing a glass out.
I look at him and I kind of nod my head like, I think we got this. Like,
Always with the avoiding the duties.
Okay. So now we go to task and intent. This is how we roll in Burning Wheel. First, I want to know what you want out of this roll. Before we ever roll dice, we have to know what the fuck are we rolling for.
I mean, it's obvious of what I want
Okay.
out of this.
You want to be.
I want her to do her job.
And I don't want to do it.
You don't want to do her job.
So, here's what's gonna happen. If Kisa wins, she is going to once again slide under how busy you are, Victor, and she's gonna get away with it because you're so busy cooking that you can't like make her do it.
Yeah, I got only.
You can't enforce it.
If Victor wins, Kisa, then
I have to do it.
You begrudgingly have to do it, but you could get something out of it. He has to. He's using haggling, so he's trying to sort of like coax you into doing it.
Yeah.
What now? How many dice do you have right now, Victor?
Me?
No, Victor.
Let's see.
How do we know how many dice we have?
You would look at your skill, and then you would add whatever helping dice or fields of related knowledge.
So
you
is that
would
the
want to
little
add.
number like next to the B?
Yeah, just like
Okay.
Mouse Guard.
Okay.
And the helping dice, where would I add that?
Oh, sorry.
Where would I add the helping dice on the sheet?
So go ahead and click the dice that is next to the skill you want to roll.
Gotcha. Okay, see modifiers. Okay.
Yeah, so you would say, I'm going to add a helping dice. And do you have any skills that you think are good forks?
Maybe accounting?
Accounting. Yeah, I think that's appropriate.
Are you gonna raise my pay if I do this?
I may raise your pay a little quicker than it's supposed to be down the line in 3 months. Instead of 3 months, maybe 2 months. We'll see if you do a good job.
Oh my god. Wonderful. Okay. So then you add another one. That's it.
Alright.
You use an accountant to get the better of her. And then we have to actually find out. For now, don't have a base obstacle, just roll.
Okay.
And then we'll see what you get. Ooh.
How do you roll it?
Do
you just press the little dice thing?
Yeah, you press the dice, and then you add whatever modifiers you want, and then after that, you click no obstacle and then roll. Because right now it's a versus test.
Let me put it at 0, maybe that'll do. There we go.
Oh, there we go. Okay. So, Ayami, you have to beat his 2 successes.
2. Yeah, okay.
Alright. Do you have any forks that you want to use for one of your
I was
kind of
looking at... I don't think I do.
I do see you have singing.
Yeah.
You could...
Which I could totally use.
Yeah, you could use singing if you
I
want.
want to use that.
You could use waiting tables as well, but you do have to sort of, like, give me a reason on how that happens.
Well, I mean, I could be to the point where, like, he doesn't have anybody to bring his food to him, so how is he gonna get the food out if he doesn't have me? So...
Oh, wow,
Marv, you do everything else!
Oh my god.
Yes, because I am.
But that's what I'm saying!
Okay, so that sounds good. So add 1 to your modifier.
Okay.
So you would click the dice, increase the modifier by 1, and then put a 2 for the obstacle.
For the Artha?
No Artha. And remember, Artha is like fate points or persona points. Wow. Wow.
You do realize I have a 5 in Pleasing Platitudes, right?
Okay, so tell me how it goes.
Worse.
I can't believe I won that.
I basically tell her, listen, you got to do your job. This is what you're getting paid for. Oh, my eggs! And
I just go, look, you're way too busy to be enforcing me. Not only that, but I need, like, I'm, like, one of the only waiters here, and Marm is too busy doing anything else.
Oh, my God, you're still talking. Just please. You're distracting me now. just trying to get all the eggs to not burn.
Wow. I'm so proud. Okay. So now, you guys need to go to your skills, and you need to mark down it was a routine test.
How do I do that? Where is that at?
So under your skill, you'll see that there are routine tests, difficult tests, and challenges.
Click the little bubble?
You can, but guess what? Your soothing platitudes is 5.
Okay.
So that means the routine tests no longer count towards advancement.
What does that mean? I don't understand.
It means you have to work to get more difficult tests. So, like, if you were rolling... Oh my god, I'm choking on Reese's. Oh god, hold on.
Don't choke! We need you for...
We don't know how to play this game. You do.
Yeah, we need you desperately.
Oh my god, okay. Ugh. That was the most tastiest burp ever. So, Burning Wheel works like this. In Mouse Guard, you had to pass and fail a certain number of times in order to increase your skill. In Burning Wheel, you do not exactly that. Your tests always count. Doesn't matter if you pass or fail, but it matters how difficult the test is. So, if the test is equal to the obstacle, like if you were rolling 4 dice, Ayami, and the obstacle was 4, you would be having a challenging test.
Okay.
If you were rolling 4 dice against like 5 or 6 obstacle, you would be that would be a challenging test. I mixed it up. Difficult is the middle one. First it's routine, then difficult, then challenging.
Okay.
And that's how you level up your skills. And it will tell you how many you need to level it up underneath your skill. And actually, when you roll your dice, it'll actually tell you whether it's a routine test, a difficult test, or a challenging test. So, yeah, it tells you right when you roll the dice for your skill.
Okay.
You just have to make sure you keep on
So
noting.
so I already checked it, so.
Yeah, and it actually says you need 3 difficult and 1 challenging.
I know, I see that.
So here's the thing, you're like, but how can I possibly pass a challenging test when I'm rolling dice that aren't even equal to it? Well, that's why you have Artha.
Ooh.
So here's the thing, Artha does not count towards the total dice. Everything, like helping dice, forks, and some traits count towards that. Artha does not. That's how you pass. But sometimes you just want that advancement. You don't want to pass.
Right.
So this is sort of
Okay.
like tutorial roll done. Hi, Moxie.
Dreamcast back.
Yeah. Okay, so here's oh my god. That happens. She gets away with it. Halleck goes into his corner, he starts munching the food, and at this point, you start listening, or at least they're the only ones in the room. The 4, you're not really sure who they are. This band of humans starts talking to each other, and as this is happening, it's pretty you guys can pretty you catch it. They start talking to their leader, the woman, about how she found this place, as well as like how rough the road was, how long it'll take their horses to get their stamina back, and all sorts. One of them says, "Oh, this is probably it's a good place for some hunting. You think we could actually have? Well, no, we're already eating meat, but..." And you see the rather foppish individual go, "Well, that's not the aim. We're not here to chase foxes. We're here to get rich. Isn't that right?" And he sort of gives the woman a glance, and she gives a nod. "Yes, yes." Okay, listen. Get some rest. Tomorrow we head into the forest. By the time we get back, we'll have enough to make a good profit. I know, people. This will work out. But listen.
Just kind of clear my throat from behind the bar. Listening to this.
Kisa, order up.
Whatever. She goes over and she takes it, and then she kind of just like throws it in front of them, and then leaves.
They start to eat, and they say, "This place is kind of looks nice. Not very busy."
I heard you all might be looking for some jobs around here.
Huh? Oh, well, we already kind of have a big job ahead of us, you know, further west. That's why we have the horses, and among other things, you know. You know how it is. He sort of shrugs.
Well, if you're ever looking for extra crowns, there's Job board right over here.
And you see the one young man with the shaved head.
You're giving him a quest.
I mean, yeah.
I mean, we are the NPCs.
We are the NPCs.
That's literally my job.
Is there anything on there right now? Is there anything on there?
Yeah.
I think what Mar probably put her ex on there.
That's
Yeah.
a bounty hunt. Bounty
Yes.
hunt condition.
Bounty Hunt put her ex on the board.
Wanted for child support.
Oh, no.
Wanted for child support.
Okay, so I think that's a roll. I think that's a roll of some sort. How are you going to be able to get jobs on that board? Like, who do you know who will get those jobs on that board, and what kind of jobs are they?
I would think like local mission kind of stuff.
Okay.
There's
So, like, some of the nearby villages that are also trying to build back up?
Yeah, something like that. Maybe there's some orcs in the area, reward for orc ears or something, I don't know.
Find
Okay.
some special mushrooms in the forest. I don't know.
Yeah, typical kind of beginning D&D game mission.
Nice. Alright,
As
give me
long as it's not killing elves.
give me a village-wise check. So if you don't have your skill added, which I think you... Yeah, you will have to
You
get
have
the...
village-wise.
Do you,
Do you really?
Yeah, he does.
That's awesome.
What is it? What's
I'm
the
gonna
stat?
add it. I'm adding it real quick.
Okay. I'm gonna go ahead and say obstacle... Obstacle 2, because you're sort of giving them gathering quests, I feel like.
So it's B2,
B2, 2,
and I just hit the dice and that's it, right?
that's it. Just
Oh.
make
No
sure you,
modifiers?
do you have any forks or helping dice that you think you can get?
I don't know.
So yeah, the intent of this is to get some, like, jobs from the local people. Jobs that will entice adventurers. Correct?
Okay. Yeah,
Okay.
for sure. So is this something that one of the other guys can help me with, or?
That's up to them if they have a skill for it.
I have lost treasures wise.
Oh shit. Yeah,
Oh,
dude, do
shit.
that!
I have, I don't know, Call of the Wild would be probably the closest thing I have.
That's hunting.
Yeah.
You could-
They're
I
out
mean-
here to hunt.
Or observe. Yeah, I was gonna say they're hunting. Or observation, but I don't think that would help either.
Probably hunting. Hunting's probably the good one there. So like you probably.
Well, I
know.
have Call of the Wild,
Call of the Wild is hunting for elves.
so there you go.
Yeah.
Can I help with that then?
Yeah, I think that's okay.
I mean, something related to that could actually be for the inn itself. We could say that, if hunters go out and find venison or whatever else, they can bring it to the inn and we'll pay them for the meat. So that we can-
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Sounds good.
I can dig you guys a ditch. I can
Like a
hammer
trench.
something.
Like
I-
a trench.
Well, you know about orcs, right? Are you is there like an orc?
Actually, I
lines or
don't. I've decided there are orcs, but they are far to the north.
Okay.
Far, far to the north.
Oh,
something? Okay.
sad face.
I can
So,
taste
yeah.
some wine.
Wine.
I can fight someone for you.
Is there a
got
job
nursing.
to arm wrestle the troll? Or what's this woman's name? This rosy appled cheek woman.
I really want. Oh my gosh! I just thought of it. It was super like cheesy. I want to say something like Lisa.
Lisa, Barbara,
I was thinking of like
Yeah.
an older-ish name, but
Bolba.
Volba.
Bolba.
yes,
My name is Bulba.
yes, that
Okay.
yes.
Okay.
That's the.
Okay.
Yes.
Here we
Yeah,
go.
Bulba.
We're doing it.
Yes.
Make note that you have an alternate identity known as Bolba.
Bulba.
Welcome to hotel.
I
I am Bolba.
I I love that accent that you use.
Thanks.
It's great.
There's no character for it though.
I know, and it needs to be.
Look. Okay. So go ahead. Give me the with 2 helping dice. I know 3 helping dice because there's apparently you can arm wrestle Bulba.
So modifiers, I put 3.
Yep. Put 3,
Okay.
and you're not spending any Artha. Obstacle 2.
Ooh,
Oh, you failed.
no.
Oh. Okay. So this is great. I love
Ouch.
this.
Oh god, this is not great.
Okay.
Okay. So here's what we'll do. Because
They're
you
not into our
failed.
jobs.
Don't forget to mark a routine test. So because you failed, here's what I'm gonna do. There are jobs there, definitely, but these jobs, some of them are a little, cheap. They're not offering a lot of money, particularly because this side of the outer territories has not gone very well in the aftermath of the war with the elves. The Reeves, as you understand it, are not very kind to the populace here. The trade is brutal, the taxes are high, and you are only to get smidgens for these tasks. And one of the guys stands up. Well, he's the one that's bald and sort of has this like really fierce look in his eyes. And he sort of like observes the board and he sort of scoffs in his. These are jobs. These are chores.
Look, they're what's out there, so you can take it or leave it.
No, I think we'll take what we find out there and bring it back to the cantons and get more money out of it that way.
I am going to use my
Suit yourself! Orders on! Hit the bell.
Good job.
I'm gonna use my
Put the cooler
haggling
full
skill.
cooler food.
Yeah, Kuza walks over and kind of just,
Can I
goes in
use
front of him.
Can I use my haggling skill?
Haggling?
Ooh.
Ooh, yes you can. So, you can haggle with them. I'm
Okay.
trying to think, now, let me look at their character sheets. Which one has
Well,
haggler?
hold up here. Let's talk about this for just a second now.
Alright, talk to the man.
The woman sort of glances up and says, "There's really nothing to talk about. We have our own interest, and we set out with the hope, with the job, of doing some good raiding out there in the west. We have axes, we have satchels, and we have promised coin when we come back."
Well, it's that promised coin that I wish to talk to you about.
Oh, really?
I believe we might be able to provide a little more generous compensation for what we have on our job boards here for a talented crew such as yourself.
Is that so? Ooh, can you guys hear me? Oh no. Sad, sad internet. Why? Alrighty. Let's see. Yay! The cams are messed up.
Yay!
Yay!
We figured.
Yay!
So we were running the idea that the secret ingredient in the shepherd's pie might be people.
Again, it's pretty.
It might be humans.
I prefer it not. Alright, so bear with me
A little tyrant of horrors.
as we...
Little in the farmers, but
Oh no.
oh yeah.
Oh no. But yes,
Embrace it.
hi everybody, bear with me as I go through the pleasantness of getting their wonderful faces.
Sorry.
Trying to find the kid.
I literally just saw the picture that Indigo posted on Discord.
It's great, isn't it?
Look at us doing cool stuff. We are
So yeah, hi everybody.
cameras.
Oh hi.
We're back.
We're trying to be back.
We're
Yeah.
back-ish.
We're trying to be.
We're back-ish.
We're
Yeah,
back.
we're trying. Trying so hard.
Which one?
Well, you're at it for. You spelled marm wrong.
I have what?
You spelled marm wrong.
Marm, Marn, tomato, tomato.
Well, let me actually check that because it should be correct, but it might not be correct.
It's okay, whatever.
It's all good.
It should be correct, but it's not correct. So
I'm not picky.
marm.
Marm.
Nah. Mom.
Marm. There we go. And now Indigo.
Mom.
Hey, Mom! Oh my god.
Oh Lord.
I'm not even trying to run a game anymore. This is great.
Nope.
Yeah, this is just tech time with four.
Tech time. Yayo. Hi.
The best.
Hi, everybody.
Tech time with four.
These are the best games.
This is
Right?
Well, thank
When
you.
everything goes to shit, so then
Thank
you gotta fill it with time, you know?
Ayami, why can't I get your fucking camera?
Because I'm too special.
It literally won't let me get your face. Why?
She's too pretty to be on camera.
I am so pretty.
Okay, so here's
oh
what
my
I'm
god.
gonna do. I'm gonna do this. This is awful. I can't believe
Do
it.
the thing.
Elf doesn't want to do her job.
I don't want to be on camera
Oh my
either,
God,
apparently.
Watch what I'm doing. Okay. Did
Okay,
I
I
get
see.
her? I got her.
Oh,
There,
Lord.
There. We have Ayami. I did it.
Hello.
Yay!
There.
Ah,
I did it. There she is. Ready to play.
you cut off like half my face.
Dude, I'm sorry.
Working on it. Working on it.
It's a work in progress, guys.
Let's see. Okay, let's get that. Okay. Alright.
I'm too special to be on camera.
Alright. Oh, can he do it? Can he do it? He fucking can!
Yay!
Hey!
Oh my god. Hi, everybody!
Hi.
Back.
Alright, so we're back. And we're trying to play Burning Wheel. Oh my god, my cheeks. They hurt from... I hope
Smiling so much.
Yeah!
Yeah, I'm right there with you.
Alright, so... Let's see. Unfortunately, we don't have Indigo right now. But that is okay. Because... Let's see. Because I love you. That's why.
Love you.
Man, I'm
I
so...
wanna-
You guys are my best friends.
You guys are my best friends. Okay, so let's actually start chatting a bit, because
Yes.
here's what I think is going to happen. Indigo is going to try to haggle his way into making them take these jobs. Do you guys want to help influence that somehow?
I mean, I don't think I got anything.
Okay.
I have soothing platitudes. Would that help?
If you want to get involved.
Well,
See,
it
that's the
also
thing.
depends on how they're going to get their fortune. So when I heard that these guys came here specifically to like
To hunt.
get some money. I think I know what they're gonna do to get that money. I don't think.
Oh no, they're
people
pretty
like it.
they're pretty blatant. Like she was going.
Yeah,
if
she knows.
If I did not say it, or if I cut off before that, this soldier woman, it basically is going to say, no, I'm going to go out there. I'm going to raid some elven ruins and cut down some elven trees.
Oh, you know Kisa's gonna be part of that shit. She's gonna step in.
All right.
And she's gonna be, excuse me, did I just hear you correctly?
I'm sorry. I'm sorry, but you.
But I'm
really
gonna have to put an
need-
arrow through your head.
Earth tree conservation is very important.
You do it so much better than I do.
So sorry.
You do though.
Sorry.
No, like she's gonna for real though. She's gonna like step in. She's gonna be like, excuse me. Like clearly, like indicating that she's an elf.
I would continue the scene, but I really want Indigo.
Yeah.
Oh
Yeah,
my God.
Indigo!
Indigo!
Oh my God.
Let's all
Aaron.
say his name. It might summon him back here.
3, 2, 1. Indigo! Okay. It didn't work.
No.
No,
Yeah.
I don't think it'd be loud enough for him to hear those earphones.
Try it as Jimbo.
No! No! No!
I'm bad.
Here we go.
And then
No.
walk through the door.
No! No!
John,
See, Abby's face right now is her troll all the time.
I
Are
just
you-
have to imagine everybody talking like.
should I make Jimbo the final boss in the Dark Spring?
Oh God! Yes!
That would be
Yes!
fantastic.
There's the
Please!
You've all
head
fallen
of
into
the
my
pack of
plan.
wolves
My
is
Please!
Jumbo.
trap has been sprung.
Please! Oh please! I would watch the shit out of that.
Now I forget. Are you incorporating any of the Black Axe lore into Dark Springs? Because I can't
Yeah.
remember if
A big chunk of it, yeah.
okay, I can't remember if it was like in the
Spoiler alert!
which campaign it was in. If
Spoiler
it was
alert!
in the West Marches or East Marches.
Yeah,
or if
the
it was in
Eastern
the Dark
Marches.
Springs.
There's some Black Axe stuff in that.
I was
Yeah, that was what Midnight was a part of.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was us. That was me and Vincent and a couple other people.
Yeah.
That was us.
I just that kind of stuff, especially in that world, is so interesting because it's like
So
myth,
good.
but it could be true. It's just, and then it's this whole thing of like,
Like there's no magic in that world, so like when lore like that is present, I really love it. It's just
it's
beautiful.
super interesting because it's a myth, but also
It adds a layer of supernatural to the
yeah.
world, even if there isn't actually anything magical inherent about it.
yeah.
As long as people believe it that it is, then
I mean, I've introduced some elements of that, and they're only going to continue growing as hopefully tonight something really dramatic happens.
Oh,
ooh,
Against subordination.
this is where everyone
everything.
tunes in tonight.
Oh my gosh.
So the Black Axe and the whole Midnight thing,
Yeah.
I find it really interesting because the Mouse Guard is very like, we have to protect and we're all in the Mouse Guard and blah, blah, blah. I really like when people or things start to like question like, oh, well, who's the matriarch to make all of these decisions about what's best and why are we expanding this? It's just, I find the whole thing so interesting and I can't, you guys. I can't.
You love when authority is questioned, don't you?
I do love when authority is questioned.
Yes.
Then why weren't you okay with Ellie questioning authority?
Because it was Ellie.
She's like, I love when authority is questioned.
Yeah.
Except when it's Ellie.
Ellie, because it's Ian's little
Oh my
sister. And yeah.
Speaking of Eastern Marches, now that I can run games on my computer that I couldn't before, I kind of want to go do Arc RP with Blaze.
Use? please. Please do this.
Wait, so you're only running one, right? One Eastern Marches?
I'm running Eastern Marches, but I want to take Blaze into the dinosaur game Ark
Yes!
and go
Nice.
on the
Do it!
go on the
see
Dark
my
Side RP server with like Simply JXN and Zippy Zoo.
Yeah, do it!
Ah.
I know a streamer who does that too, and
Yeah.
he does it. His name is a Military Cowboy.
Well, man, I need to catch up on Military Cowboy.
Yeah,
'cause,
he
like,
does he's the SKRP,
Mhm.
the ARC one, and it's so good.
Oh man, I
I
really
need to
wanna
catch
do
up
it.
on it too. I haven't
Do you
been
think
watching it.
Do you think Blaze would fit in?
It would be hilarious.
Blaze
Well, here's the thing, because you have that kind of like Blaze has that like excited character, and his is like more of like a country character, so it would kind of fit in.
Blaze has this excitement to him. I think he would.
I think it would fit in great.
His
like,
his backstory would be very simple.
Yeah.
He was a
it
meat.
wouldn't take you long to make him. Like,
Yeah, no, I totally get it.
That
It's
would
just,
be
it's just
great.
the game is hard as balls. It's so hard. Like,
Yeah.
Takes a while for you to get started.
yeah, for like you to actually like make something and like actually, you know,
Considering
like
you don't spawn and Dilo spits in your face immediately.
oh yeah, it's great. I literally did not leave the.
Immediately get eaten.
I didn't leave the island for several days. It was.
I don't blame you.
Yeah.
That place is terrifying.
Know what you guys are talking about. But
I do not
okay.
Oh, man.
do not blame you
I should
at
try to
all.
see if I can stream it. I should try to stream it later.
Yeah, well,
maybe.
now with your new computer,
That'd
you
be
should
cool,
be able to.
It would be great. Yeah.
Well, with your new computer, you should be able to.
No, I'd watch the shit out of it.
Aw,
Indigo!
Indigo. Dang
This has
it.
become just a talk stream now.
Sadly, yes, it is. I mean, I feel bad, but
Yeah.
we stopped right when he was gonna roll for something. Ah!
There
Ask
he
and
is.
you shall receive!
So sorry
Yay.
about that.
Am I good or what?
Okay.
I just summoned you and you appeared. Right? Like,
Bring
I gotta do it this way. Hold on.
Summon!
Yes. Excellent.
where did Indy go?
Where did Indy go?
Oh.
Gekitsu, I love you for that.
Oh.
I freaking love you for that. I love puns, guys. Puns are
Oh my
amazing.
god, my fucking cheeks. Okay. Okay, so here's what's happening. Indigo. The woman, this soldier says, me and my boys, we're going to go west. We're going to raid a few elven ruins, chop down a few trees, and go back. Unless you want to
this-
offer something on top of that, maybe we can delay it for a few days.
At this point, Kisa stepped forward and she goes, excuse me, did I just hear you right? Have they noticed that she's Elven?
Yeah, yes, it's quite clear. She just sort of like, because you're taller than most of the people in this room. So she would sort of like give a just like a glance towards you, and then turn back to the Rodin and say, well,
She's like, I don't think you heard me. And she kind of steps in front of the woman.
okay.
I look at Jago and I'm like, I go to the back room. Glamour.
I literally like breathe in to start talking,
Ah!
and then breathe out again. But I do this like 4 times. Like I'm about to say something and then breathe out because I don't actually say anything. But I do that like 4 times.
Okay. This woman.
Kisa crosses her arms.
The woman lays a hand on the hilt of her blade.
Kisa,
Let's not get
Kisa,
crazy.
like, kind of like opens her hands to like grab her bow.
Oh, you have your bow on you?
No, you're not.
Not while you're waiting tables.
Oh yeah, I guess no,
No.
This isn't Kyoto.
but
Yeah.
She goes, I don't think you want to do that in our tavern.
We have a no violence policy around here.
Yeah, so we can take this outside, where I can shoot an arrow through your skull.
Everybody, let's just calm down a little bit and have us a sarsaparilla.
You hear a deep voice in the corner go, Kisa!
No, Marm. This is my family, my race we're talking about here.
I'm gonna call out the troll mama.
I don't care. When it comes to my family and my race,
Call off the knife-eared.
what?
Call her off. Call off the knife-eared woman.
I think that's meant to be an insult to elven people. Look, everybody just calm down a little bit. We're
The
gonna
hell
have
I will.
ourselves a round of media. This mead solves any issue. Any kind of problems between folks.
And as I say this, I because I have ambidexterity, I just start placing glasses up on the table, and I grab 2 big things of mead and pour them both, meaning and pour them back out again.
Damn, okay. Alright. The tension in the room is... you see the man who was looking at the job board. He's sort of leaning up against it now, just sort of observing all of you. He also has a hand on his sword. The 2 other ones, the rather foppish one and the kid, sort of are sitting at the table, just sort of like glancing. The foppish guy looks a little like amused. He's like almost like tittering to himself. So he's like, ooh. And the kid is sort of like just chewing a mouthful of toast and eggs, just like. And the woman sort of glances at the golden frothing mugs and says, "She works here, yes?"
She is our server here. It's true. Victor!
Guy, what is it? And I come on, I got like a big old frying pan and my meat tenderizer. My meat tenderizer is like a big 2-handed meat tenderizer. It's just massive. Like,
Okay.
what is going on?
These folks here seem to feel like they might want to earn a little extra for some of our jobs we have posted here. I was thinking maybe you might see what you might think is fair.
Let's see.
They want to kill my people.
And I just kind of like just wave at.
It's
Keith
kind of there, and I'm like,
Hush.
I gotta like put the frying pan on the side there, and I start like tugging on my beard and thinking like, let's see. Better than the west to the elven ones. I've heard some old dwarven ruins to the south. Lost treasures and the like.
I don't think I ever made a haggling roll.
No, because this is now a different role entirely.
Okay.
Okay.
Because I
As
stepped in.
all of this is going on, Marm's gonna kind of stroll up to the bar, and if nobody has touched one of the ales, she's going to just take it, like down it, put the cup on the thing, and like lean back on the bar, watching everybody in what seems like a very relaxed manner, with like watching.
Okay. So what happens is
Fill up the cup again.
she gives this sympathetic look to you, Jago, and sort of rolls her eyes towards you, Victor, and says, "Oh, is that so? South, you say?
Aye.
Well, I wonder
But I
if
served time.
serve time.
Aye, I was a soldier for many years.
I'm a soldier as well. Unfortunately, I didn't have much experience with many of your fortresses. I was too busy driving back an elven horde.
Aye. Everyone's been on all sides of this. But if you're looking to make a name for yourself and some coin, a lot more treacherous in the direction you're thinking of going. Something little more simple might be an old stronghold.
Did they say they were hunting elves?
They're not hunting elves. They're raiding elven ruins and cutting down elven trees.
Which technically is killing them because elven trees are elves that are not necessarily dead. From what I understand.
They just see them
They're
as
just in a
trees.
different form.
Well, obviously you can see Kisa here's not a big fan of people that go out hunting Elfwood.
No, I would imagine not. But she has to move on with the world, as do the rest of us. I've put the war behind me, and now I'm trying to make a living. And to be honest, this is no longer some piece of paper on a job board. This is a commission.
If you're looking for some commission, south is the best way I could point you in.
Fine. Give us a fee, and we'll go south.
Alright.
Well, that's gonna depend on what you bring back from the south there. What we can do now is provision you. Get you ready to go to the south, send you along your way, and when you bring back something shiny, then we'll compensate you.
Very well.
Minus the cost of provisions, of course.
I can make this work. Because
Do it.
this is a
Can I roll?
finest step. Yes, we can roll. We can roll.
I
She...
want to roll.
You guys
Can I
like, I
roll
want to roll, I want to roll.
Yeah, he's like, I want to
Please,
do
God.
the thing. Can I do the
Please.
thing? Let me do the thing.
She's intimidating you guys straight up. So she...
Can I help with this roll in any way? Because I am not.
Who are you helping?
I'm gonna try and help Indigo, but I don't know how. That's the
6.
problem.
Yeah, I'm not sure what I'm rolling. It's not haggling anymore at this point.
No, wait. It is it can be haggling. I think this is haggling, but she is intimidating you. So here's what's gonna happen. If you haggle correctly, here's the intent. She wants you to pay her right now to go somewhere where she doesn't want to take her boys to go. They want to go make their fortune with Elvenwood.
Oh, Keith's not gonna have any of that shit.
So the real trick here is you're not like you're just redirecting her.
Right.
And she thinks that deserves some compensation.
Sure. Okay.
If she wins, she's gonna get some compensation from this, and you're gonna have to do a resources check.
So I have haggling at 3. I also have nose for trouble as a trait.
Ooh. Okay.
And I also have opportunist as a trait.
Okay. So
Would I be able to use those to like kind of see if these people might just be out to cause trouble no matter what kind of deal we make?
let me check. Opportunist, you said?
Opportunist and nose for trouble.
Nose for trouble. Okay, those might be in the other book. Nose for trouble.
I think that one was
Yeah.
kind of situational.
They're in the other book. So, let me double check this, because the traits might be different in the Rodin book. Let's see.
I hate that I have skittish. That's so lame.
Oh, man.
Do you really?
Yeah.
Yeah.
The Rodin
that
are a
sucks.
skittish show.
If I have to roll for hesitation, I get a +1 penalty.
Ugh.
I think nose for trouble is honestly a character trait, so you probably don't have any. Do you know what kind of trait it is?
I think it's a character trait, and then it just, I think
Yeah.
in the book when we looked it up, it basically just said it was situational, kind of up to the GM. If if it was people causing trouble, I could get maybe some kind of perception roll or something to.
Yeah, we would work
See
it
if I
out.
sense
But
the
I
danger.
actually think neither of these are going to really help for you. This is certainly, it's more like you're trying to make this an opportunity, like you're sort of playing into the traits. Character traits, unfortunately, don't have much mechanical benefit. They're really just a way to sort of farm Artha.
Okay.
Okay.
So yeah, as far as like being an opportunist, I'm trying to look for the deal here with my haggling.
Ooh. Okay. So
Does anybody have anything else?
Anyone want to help me haggle? I think the dwarf is helping me with his
Aye.
knowledge.
Yeah, I
I
have.
can't help you. I got nothing.
I
His
have
treasure,
lost
right?
treasures.
the
I
lost
have
treasures.
lost treasure knowledge, and I have lost treasure knowledge, and I do have a die trait of adventure, but I don't know if that'll help.
Let me check.
Does anyone else have a
Be an
skill?
adventurer.
I was about to say, can traits help as well, or is it just skills?
Only skills.
Yeah, it's
Okay.
just skills.
Yeah, I got nothing.
If I can use intimidation to give you a helping dice. To
Yes.
Yeah, absolutely.
I will.
Oh,
do
yes.
that.
So
What
adventure.
about the platitudes thing? Could Ayami help with the platitudes?
That's the opposite of what I'm.
I mean, it's smoothing out the situation, but that's the problem. Kisa, you might not want to smooth this over.
Just
It
made
sounds like
worse.
it sounds like you're trying to start a fight
Like
with
a
these
good
people.
Made the situation.
It did make the situation worse, so that's why I feel like I can't help.
Okay, so do you have any forks, Indigo?
What's forks? What does that mean?
Fields of related knowledge. Any skills that you think, skills or wises, that you would like to help yourself with?
I mean, no. I
What
have
are you-
haggling. I have appraisal, village-wise. Yeah, nothing else that would really help.
Flower
with
wise, brewer. Yeah. So in that
Like
case, that's it. So here's the thing. She's getting a helping dice too. The man from the bounty board is he's sort of doing this thing where he's sort of sliding his sword in and out of its sheath just to sort of like fill this awkward tension. And the foppish guy is going to sort of pick up and say, well, come on. You're driving us away from a very wide profit. If this isn't in our favor, we can go ahead and have this fight that the elf girl wants, and be done with it.
Oh, we don't want to have any bloodshed in the bar.
In the bar?
Outside of the bar is a different question.
We don't want to have any bloodshed outside the bar either. This is a respectable establishment. We like to keep the peace around here. I don't want to have to say, get off my lawn.
Keeping the peace is expensive. And that is where this soldier is going to turn to you and say, I'm
We don't-
interested.
Yeah, we don't pay for protection.
This is not protection, this is a job, as I said. You're commissioning us. That's the only way we're getting out of this door without her blood on our hands.
Commissioning you for what?
A dwarven artifact. Some sort of tool that was lost and forgotten. He knows where it is, I'm sure. Looking towards you, Victor.
Hey,
Marm is about done with this. Even though Kisa is being Kisa, the fact that this soldier said the last thing we're gonna do is go, or if you don't want the blood on her or whatever, Marm stands up, gets face to face with this soldier.
Okay.
I'm sorry, ma'am. Would you like to be escorted out?
Oh, shit. This is when we roll.
I actually don't even say nothing. I just reach under the bar and grab the cudgel that Jimbo Rat lent me. Just
I
Oh,
put it up on top of the
shit!
bar.
I'm gonna back away
Okay.
and go and try and get my bowl. Jeez.
What?
What
Okay.
even?
Dude.
What?
She got
Oh god, this is not gonna go well.
She got 5 fucking successes. You have obstacle 5, Indigo.
Shit.
Holy
Is it to me or is it?
No,
Oh, no,
you,
this is
that's
her.
your helping dice. This is the haggle.
I'm
He
still
has-
trying to haggle.
You're still trying to haggle.
Oh god.
You have 3 in haggler. You have 2 helping dice, one from Victor with his lost treasure wise, one from Marm with her intimidation, and Kisa, you are not helping the situation.
We might
Oh,
need some
God.
soothing platitudes. Yeah. We might need the elf to reel it back in a notch.
That's
Which
her
is-
choice. That's her choice. You can beg all you want, but if her beliefs are not working for you,
I
Yeah, then
mean,
you gotta
the
try
whole
to change 'em.
dwarven thing is kind of like part of my beliefs.
yeah,
So
but that's
I
the
feel-
thing. Is that the solution to send them to raid like old
Yeah.
dwarf ruins?
I mean, the dwarf himself freaking offered it. Like,
Yeah, but
I
there's a
mean-
little bit of difference between raiding old ruins and going out to the elflands and cutting down elf trees.
Exactly. Yeah.
right.
You
I
know,
mean,
you-
she's
you
gonna.
just
I
said-
think she's gonna help with this one because at this point, she's like, you know, she's willing to do anything to try and help save her people. So
All right. Anything?
I think she would aid with soothing platitudes.
Anything. Okay.
Anything?
Tell
That's
me.
one of my. That's one of my beliefs. Is it not?
Then show me.
Yes. Yes.
What do you mean? Show you?
Show you. Tell me how you use soothing platitudes to make this woman
Damn it.
Yes.
make this
Waiting for
woman
this.
reconsider this really mean thing that she's doing.
Yeah. Okay. So she's gonna be like, "Look, you don't know what you're doing. You need to be educated on what exactly it means. You know, to be killing my people."
I don't know that.
That wasn't soothing. That was a little bit. I don't know. I'm not convinced.
As soon
I'm
as
just
an
focused
entitled
on trying to
Valley
save
Girl-
my people. The war is over. We don't need any more of this. That's my sole purpose.
Okay, that was better. The war is over.
I
That
tried.
was a good one. Indigo, you got one last helping dice.
I have 6. I have +3 here, right?
Oh good
You have,
God.
Persona point.
Do you want to spend a persona point? You only
I
get one
mean-
more dice for it.
7 versus 6. It might be good considering he rolled 5 freaking successes.
That's a persona point, though.
I know, but
Remember, you don't have to win every roll. It actually makes it more interesting.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sometimes, like.
And also, like, you're already rolling 6 versus 5. Like, I think this is a difficult test, I think.
It is. So she pretty much said if we don't give her this job and make it a job and pay them right now, she's going to attack us. I mean, that's pretty much the essence of what's going on here.
She's not going to take any more lip from the elf, and she's not going to be deterred from this job that she knows that she wants her and her boys to do.
and she also might get Kisa in a fight. Just so you're aware.
Like, she's not against, like, teaching this elf what it means to talk back to a human who's been in the
Oh, and
war.
Kisa's not against putting an arrow through this woman's skull to teach her that elves aren't to be messed with either. So
You don't have your bow.
I am not going to use my persona point for this. See what happens.
dang, all right.
No Artha, right?
Good.
I mean,
No,
she's gonna
Artha.
get it though. So
What's base obstacle?
5.
yep.
Oh,
Oh
my god. Oh.
1.
Bubbernut! No way! Yay,
glad I did not spend
Bubbernut!
the
This is a perfect time to freaking
Bubbernut. Okay, so here's what happens.
ah.
Here's what happens. You now have to make a resources check.
Me or?
No, Indigo, your character has
Oh,
to.
Lord.
Because you now have to pay her to go away. She sort of like looks at you and says, I understand that your employee is rather invested in the Western Wild. Sadly, I have to pay for those rooms, I have to pay for my boys' food, and I have to pay for our trip back, and what life we can have back there. This is why we left the cantons. As far as I see it, they're just trees. As far as I see, this tavern is very nice. I would like to give it a good reputation when I go back.
At this point, Kiza is like clenching her fists. Like you can tell that she is pissed. And like she, you know, like if only she had her bow, but she knows she doesn't, she's gonna start slinking away.
Okay. Make an This is going to be obstacle 3.
I don't know how to make an inconspicuous check.
Okay, so you're gonna Indigo, you need to make an obstacle 3 resources check. Ayami, you need to go to skills being learned. Which
Where
is
that even at?
It's on stats and skills, and it's underneath skills, and you have to go to being learned, and you have to add a skill called inconspicuous. Oh man, Bobruma, it's so good to see you.
I don't know how to spell, like, how do you spell that? Because it's gotta be inconspicuous, right?
Look it up, because I'm doing the same. I'm trying to find it.
I would, but my computer for some reason doesn't like PDF, so it's gonna take like forever.
Inconspicuous.
Is it inconspicuous? I thought it was inconspicuous.
Inconspicuous.
That's what I thought.
Inconspicuous. God bless
It's a hard C. It's a hard
What?
C.
It's inconspicuous, is what it is. Okay.
It's a
That's
hard
what I
C.
thought it was.
I don't know how to say it.
It's okay.
That's why we're here for. It's inconspicuous.
I didn't know if it was like a territory thing,
Oh my
like some
gosh.
people in different parts of the country say
A burning wheel thing.
conspicuous, yeah.
Tomato,
Yeah.
tomato.
Okay, so
So it won't let me change the number next to the B. And it says 6 next to it? I don't
it should
understand.
not. Let me see what you're doing.
I just wrote in the thing. I didn't touch
Oh, you have to.
anything
That's
else.
how many times you have to test it.
Oh.
You're in.
Is this will based?
Yes, it is. What is your will?
Okay. Oh lord. I don't know.
Oh,
what
so
I can-
actually, what I need you to do.
It's 4.
Okay. I wonder if this will work. Shit. Oh wait.
Oh.
Fuck. Oh god.
Okay,
I'm
you're
sorry.
doing stuff.
Okay. So, here's the thing.
Yeah.
Go ahead and instead of rolling this right here. Wait, what is this?
What are you doing?
I don't even know. Okay, roll your dice. Just click it and hit roll. No modifiers. Wait, yeah, you can actually add stealthy as your fork if you want.
Yeah.
Okay, so stealthy
one.
as the fork. Oh my
Okay.
god, there's so much happening! Oh my god.
What's the base obstacle?
The base obstacle is 6.
Is it? No,
Yes,
it's not.
It is. It is because her.
I won't be able to do that then because I don't have enough.
You're
it's
in a room full of people looking at you.
And you're also testing a skill that you don't know. So you're gonna be learning
There's
this
no-
actually.
So there's no way I'm gonna win this because it's not high enough.
No, but guess what?
take
You're
the
not
loss.
you're not gonna learn it any other way, and you declared
Yeah.
this, and I told you the obstacle, so now you have to roll.
Do it.
Yeah. You have no choice.
We're gonna have enough.
It's gonna be a fight.
This,
That's
oh
what's
my
gonna
god,
happen.
guys, this is scary. This is honestly scary. The first episode and Burning Wheel is, oh my god. Yep, that's how it goes. By the way, it's 12 because in Burning Wheel, when you test a skill you don't have, you double the obstacle.
What?
Wow.
That's amazing.
Oh my god. If I had known that, I would have rolled it.
So
Damn it.
here's what happens.
Oh god damn
This is
it.
how you learn.
Here's what
I
happens.
love it.
I kind of wanted to play it off as like I.
Butternut, because you're
don't
here,
have time
I
for
want to
this.
set the scene. Here it is, buddy. Here it is. We are in
jeez.
a world where elves are dying. Grief has overtaken them, and they root themselves to the ground and become trees after losing the war against the humans. Their culture is dying, and humanity has flourished. The magic of the elven wood being used to make wands and staves to become conduits for magic. And humanity has really blossomed.
I'm an elf, so
These 4 humans are adventurers trying to go to the west to raid some elven ruins and chop down some elfwood trees. Kisa is an elf. She doesn't like this. This tavern is on the very last point before you go into the Soundless Forest, which is where Elfwood is. It is the last stop of civilization. And good God, she's trying to sneak out of this tense situation to go grab her bow so she can shoot some fuckers in the head.
yeah, because that's what I want to do.
Everybody notices this, and the guy next to the bounty board, he's been sort of doing that thing where he like keeps sliding his sword out of his sheath and letting it like slap back down. As
Yeah.
you try to like sneak back, he like suddenly like darts into this pose, and he sort of like whips the sword out and sort of swings it through the air, and actually
Jeez.
like jabs it towards you, and says, no tricks.
At this
I
point,
wasn't doing anything.
At this point, I have my my cudgel up on the
Yeah.
top of the bar. I just lift up the heavy end and just slam it down on the top of the bar just once, real loud, just to get everybody's attention.
Yeah.
And she was like, I wasn't doing anything.
That's
And
enough,
there's an-
buddy. That's enough, Kisa. You've made this situation bad enough as it is. Now, I understand there's a lot of tempers and hurt feelings right now. But I believe maybe I can have a solution here. What if we were able to provide y'all with some provisions and a room for the night and help ease off some of your expenses? Would that help turn your eye towards the south instead?
It would. And I would like you to make a resources 3 check.
Okay.
Anybody who
Perhaps
has
we can throw in some sausages.
Oh, that'd be lovely.
What is it? Resources?
It is
No
resources.
problem. Sausages.
So can they help me with this, or how does the
Yes,
attribute roll?
yes.
I
they can
have
help
no
you.
resources.
Yeah,
Yay.
if you don't have resources, you can't help. If you have at least 1 resources, you are able to help, but if you fail, you are able to succumb to tax. You can have your resources reduced.
Ouch.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay,
I have
Resources
nothing.
is not fun.
Big goose egg.
Do we help with skills, or how does that work?
No.
Do we help with resources?
It's just straight resources, isn't
Straight
it?
resources. I don't think you can fork with skills, but I will double check.
Okay, so Vincent, I assume you're going to want to help out with this.
Yeah, I'm providing the sausage.
Don't make that weird.
Dang. Take that how you will, folks.
Abby, would you like to?
No forks. No forks for resources.
Yeah, I was about to say I don't have any resources.
Okay, so this is all on Vince and I. So I have a resource of 1. I assume Vince has a resource of 1.
I have nothing.
No, I have a resource of 2.
Oh, is that a dwarf thing?
Yep.
Huh, okay.
All right.
So does that mean he
Yes.
can add 2 dice or just 1?
Just one.
So I only get to roll 2 dice?
How many
That's not cool.
Wait, how many resources do you have?
1.
Okay, then you get 1 helping dice.
But I'll use my cooking to help you.
So I
You
have 2
can't.
dice.
Yeah, so
You
you
can't.
get 2
It's a
dice.
straight resources roll.
Let me actually
just
double
reading.
check the
Yeah.
the resources really quick because I want to make sure I'm not like screwing you up.
I love running real.
I always make things so much worse, and it's just so much fun to play the villainous character-ish.
Okay, so here's what we're gonna
It's so
do.
much fun. I get us all into trouble. It's the greatest thing.
You need to do this.
Always.
Yep.
Do you have? Does anybody have any gear they're willing to part with?
Hell no, because the only gear I have is my bow and my arrows. And my armor, so no.
I mean, I look down at my cudgel longingly, trying to decide if it's worth the wrath of Jimbo Rat to offer it up to the deal. If I give away this cudgel, I'm going to owe Jimbo Rat forever.
Yeah, which is not a good thing.
Dude, that's not good. Okay. So, yeah,
What
dude.
if I offer, and I look over at the dwarf
If
as
you-
I'm offering
If you
this.
can find advantages for this, declare them.
Well, I see you seem to be a lady that travels these parts quite often and could quite often need a place to rest. What if we were able to make one of these rooms here your own personal suite for when you stay around these pods?
Her eyes lift up at that, and her tight smile sort of softens. That's awful kind.
What did you offer?
Sweet.
a room to have for herself whenever she comes to stay here. Obviously, everyone else would have to pay for whatever, but she'd have her own room.
Mm-hmm. Makes
Go
sense.
ahead. That's gonna reduce. That's gonna give you +2.
Nice.
Okay. So
It's
I
gonna
have 4
give you
dice.
+2. Yeah, you have 4 dice. You need 3 successes. Oh my god.
Modifier 3. Artha none.
Yeah, you could spend a
Can I add-
persona point.
Can I add a persona point to this roll?
Yes, you can.
Oh, sure. You want to add one to the last one.
This one is
Nah.
over. So base obstacle, you said 3?
Yes.
Okay.
Oh my
What
god,
do we get?
guys. What do we get? What do we get? What do we get?
Fuck.
Give it away, give it away, give it away now!
Why is it not showing up?
Oh,
Oh,
no!
You don't have another point to
That's-
re-roll those, do you?
Okay. You have a 6. Do you want to spend a fate point to re-roll that?
Yes.
Okay, re-roll that 6.
God.
So,
Yeah,
roll...
3 freaking ones.
Oh my god, dude, this is so...
How did you get 3 freaking ones?
Oh my god. No, dude, this is bad. You could lose all your money right now.
Yeah.
Oh my god. So yeah, go ahead and spend a fate point and just roll a d6.
And my people could be in danger, which would be bad. Because Kisa would be violent elf at that point.
Oh my god. Bubbernut, this is so tense.
I
Please.
love this. Every single roll is like this.
Okay,
Yes.
so just roll a d6 and spend that fate point. I can't
You're
hear you.
muted. John.
Sorry about that. Just 1d6?
Yep.
I don't get all the modifiers or anything on this roll?
No, you already did that.
That's not a fate point to re-roll the whole thing.
No, fate points just explode 6s. I think. Let me double check.
I thought you could use persona
Yeah,
points.
fate. Yeah,
To
he already
re-roll
spent his.
ones.
He already. Didn't you already? Oh, spend your persona point though.
I did.
Yeah. So yeah, you can only spend a fate point, and try to re-roll that 6, and hope that you get a lot of successes. That's all you can do.
But it's the same amount of dice that I just rolled, right?
No, it's just 1, because you only rolled a
Only
6. Yeah, fate points explode 6s.
Oh, I see what you're
So then
saying.
he could only roll one other dice and get 1 success then, right?
No, because well,
If he gets another 6, then
then it keeps
Oh.
exploding.
So I have to
No.
hope that I get a 6 right now?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Otherwise,
And then you have to.
And then get a success.
Yeah.
Is base obstacle still 3?
No. It's the obstacle is still that.
Yeah, you have one success.
Yeah.
Now you're rolling a 6 to see if you can get the second one.
Yeah, you could just do.
Yeah.
You could honestly.
Load so you have a chance to get it.
oh my god.
Okay, so that's okay.
two.
So here's what happens. You got 2 successes out of 3, and under the rules for tax, this means you failed it by 1. So here's what I have to do.
God damn it.
I just swing my cudgel at her face. Fuck it.
Oh,
Um,
dang.
you can't actually.
What happened with no
Because-
violence in this tavern?
because
We're gonna
there's
see if I'm about to lose my bar. If it comes down to losing my bar, I'm attacking somebody.
So here's what's gonna happen.
I mean, Kyoto's gonna go grab her bow if that comes to that.
Here's what's
You
gonna
guys, I
happen.
got this.
357.
I was gonna say, Barb just comes in and wrecks them all.
Let's see what 4 says.
Let me double check this because I want to make sure I'm taxing you correctly. Yeah, that's
You're just
bad.
gonna walk in here and all of a sudden I just owe her my bar because of some dice rolls? Like, no.
No, you don't lose your bar. You just make sure she gets a suite. So she has a suite now. She also, you guys lose 1 resources. You are taxed by 1 resources.
So I'm
Yeah.
at 0 now?
Yes, you are.
Welcome to the Zero Resources Club.
Yep.
Yeah. Vincent, because you helped, you also lose a resources.
Nice.
Oh. He still has one though.
Yes, he does. He
Which
still
is
has
The
one.
only one
good.
that has any resources now, of course.
Yeah.
So, this was, what was it, a routine? Oh, this was a difficult. Oh, shit.
that doesn't sound good.
No.
I don't like it when he says that.
Oh,
Do I put a dot in
no.
the difficult?
Oh my god, it's different if it's difficult. This is bad.
Oh,
Oh, fuck. You guys are, this is a great campaign. You lose 2 dice.
What?
Yeah, you lose 2
What
dice.
does, what does that
shit. Am I at
even mean?
-1 now?
Taxed dice. So here, I'm gonna read it for you. A failed resources test is an interesting animal.
I love how that's the first line.
In general, the player does not achieve his intent, but his resources is temporarily reduced due to the expenditure. We call this tax. Tax represents a loss of fluidity in the character's assets. Perhaps some cash was expended, but more likely favors were called in or resources tapped that simply cannot be called on again.
So basically,
that's why
by
you use
us, we outfitted them, we gave them a bunch of
Okay,
food.
so we don't actually lose a resource. We have a tax. So
You have
under
a-
current tax, we get 2.
Yes!
So it doesn't lower our permanent resource. Then it just like it has a tax, and
But-
we can basically use our resources for a while.
Uh-huh, but here's the
How
thing.
long?
What
Here's
I'm
the-
understanding.
Now that's the trick. You have to score a deal in order to get your resources back.
What?
Yeah, so here's the thing.
Okay.
If you're at, oh my god! If a character's effective resource ever drops to exponent 0 due to tax, his resources exponent is depleted by 1d. So yeah, Indigo, you have no more money. You
Until
have
it
0.
raises up again, or what? How do I do that?
Until someone loans you money and you pass 1 test. Then you're back to 1.
Oh my
Well, what if the
god.
bar like earns money from patrons coming in and stuff like that?
That won't happen.
Yeah, what if Palak pays him?
That won't happen until a lifestyle check, which doesn't happen until next month. And next month, you have to make a resources check to upkeep your lifestyle. Otherwise,
Oh my god, this is
The-
intense.
the local
What?
reeve is going to send the tax collectors.
Oh my god.
Jimbo Rat.
Ah,
Oh my god, dude.
This is too
No.
real.
right?
Too real.
Okay.
Welcome to adulting, ladies and gentlemen.
I need some taxes from you guys. I need you to pay some taxes to the collection agency. Please.
Oh my god. I'm okay. So you may not test it. You can no longer test resources, Indigo. Vincent, you can no longer test resources, and your resources are now reduced by 1. You still have resources. You have
Evil
1 resources.
four
You have
is
1
evil.
resources.
So
Look at the smile on his face. Like,
I was not expecting this to happen so quick. I'm sorry.
So basically, this is me like giving up a bunch of our supplies, like to actually run the tavern in order
Yeah!
to provision these guys for their journey.
Yes, their journey
Oh my
south,
God.
which you convinced them to do.
Right. So now we need people to come in and go hunting for animals,
Yes,
so
you
we can
do.
actually feed people in this.
or I could go hunt since that's one of my things.
But you also have to consider on the bright side, these people are still here. So hopefully at least somebody recommends us when they go off doing whatever shit they do.
I mean, I can go and hunt stuff too. I mean, my lifestyle is huntsman, so
Oh, you're gonna.
The Valley Girl Hunter.
You're gonna.
You're gonna.
After your shift, and you're not getting paid for this hunting.
You made this happen.
You made this happen. This is coming out of your tap.
Oh my god, this actually happened.
After
This actually, there's nothing else I
you
can
made
read.
this happen,
There's-
you hunt.
This
you're
is
lucky
coming
I
out
don't
of-
need sleep.
Oh my
You're
god.
lucky. You don't need sleep.
I believe there's a little bit of recompensation that needs to happen here. We're putting out a lot of money so they don't attack your face right now.
The woman writes something on a piece of paper and slides it over to you.
Over to who?
To you, Jago.
What is that face? What even?
She smiles and says,
I can't stop making that face.
"We're going to explore the grounds. This fortress looks very well survived. So, here. Make sure I have a room whenever I come in.
Yeah, yes, of course.
Thank you."
Very happy to provide accommodations for yourself. Obviously, your friends here are gonna have to chip in a little.
Oh, they're hardworking boys.
Yeah, they seem the tough type. They
Well,
handle themselves.
Well, I can't say that about all of them. And she sort of rolls her eyes towards the foppish fellow, who just sort of, I try. Well, I am ready to piss my pants. Let's get out of here. Thank you. This is, not what I was expecting for breakfast.
You better wash down all this drama with one of these glasses of mead.
I think I'll walk the gardens. They looked very well taken care of. Nice gargoyle outside, by the way. Touches this place perfectly.
That would be the bouncer's son.
I hear the gargoyle in the back. You see Marv, who's been leaning kind of. Malik!
He's not actually a gargoyle. He just kind of looks like one.
He
I
sort
know
of,
it
like,
should be
looks
your
down,
trademark.
and then he sort of like, he holds up a finger like he's gonna say something, and then he just walks out the door.
I love this so much.
The
I feel that way every morning.
the kid, the teen, who clearly comes from some fucking poor village and just hooked up with these guys, picks up the rest of his toast that he's stolen from the bald guy by the bounty board and follows. He does give one longing look at you, Marm, and sort of like, see you later.
Oh God!
And he just leaves with his mouth
Somebody's
full.
smitten. It don't matter.
Okay.
The bald man
Look.
sheathes his sword, puts a hand on the soldier's shoulder, and says, "Ready to go. Let's get the lay of the land. Get the horses grazing too." She nods and says, "It's fine." Well, thank you very much. I don't know your name, I'm afraid.
They call me Jago Reese.
And the tavern?
Well, this is the tavern with no name, of course. But you can just call it the hotel.
Yes.
Hotel!
Yes.
We all got to do it in our own way. I like to call it the hotel.
Hotel!
Hotel.
You hear somewhere outside. Hotel!
It's kind of
Yes.
a weird echo around here. You'll get used to it. Just
That's right,
hang out
Alex.
a while.
Oh my god. Oh my god.
That's I can't do the voice when I'm laughing. God damn it.
She sort of like gives this little bow and says, "Well, I'll see you later this evening then." And she sort of points to that paper and says, "Remember that name. Just make sure it's on the door whenever I need to come in, please. So I know which one I'm going into. 3rd floor, yes?"
Yes, the elf will... never mind. The other one will show you where to go.
Many thanks.
As he starts to, he gestures towards Ayami for a second, but then was like, oh, never mind, that's a terrible idea.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. That's a
And,
very horrible idea.
And she will depart with her boys, and you see that the name on the paper is Diara. And let me actually type it out for you.
Yes, please.
Diara.
I hope you know it cost us half a month's of provisions and a free room to that lady because you wanted to have an attitude with her.
Look, this isn't about just me having an attitude. This is about me saving my people.
This is about a business. We're running
Well,
a business.
clearly I don't know about business. What I do know about is
Clearly.
saving my own race from being extinct.
Well, I understand that. I have my own issues with the humans, but when it affects our business here, it's gonna draw a line.
A business comes first.
Not in
Plain
my
and
eyes.
simple.
And she's gonna storm off.
She's gonna cost us all the crowns in the territory.
Did I just see a shakedown?
Yeah,
Palak says in
Oh, I
the corner.
forgot about it.
yeah, you did.
As she's walking past
Welcome,
him,
Alec.
Kisa eyes him and like gives him a glare, and she goes, like she kind of just like it looks like she's about to say something, but she doesn't. She just shakes her head and just storms. She storms to her room.
They basically just made us pay them not to kill the Elflasts.
Oh, will they really do it?
Did you see him pull out that sword all fancy like?
I didn't think they knew how to use it. They looked like, peasants.
Ugh,
They probably picked that stuff off a battlefield or something.
even a peasant
That's
can swing
possible.
a cudgel.
Marm walks in, points to you two. Not only do I do her job sometimes for her, I am now trying to protect that elf from people who are offended with her attitude. I understand. I understand. Actually, no, I don't. I would have fired her already. I understand that there's a lot to do when we need the help.
Well, hey. I mean, oh, it's not my place. Never mind. No.
Valak, just stay out of it and have another sausage.
Yeah,
Sausage and cheese for the man.
No. You don't have to.
That is sausage. It's gotta give it to them now.
Alright.
Oh,
Palak.
Hey guys.
Out with it, Pollock.
Just make it toasty. Can you wrap
We
it
got
in,
you.
like, some bread and just grill it?
Bye, bub.
Oh,
We
my
can do
God.
that.
we're gonna have to make him some lambus bread.
He's just gonna start breathing.
Oh, my God.
Just wrap it in bread. He says, just wrap it in bread and grill it. And I just go into the kitchen,
Oh,
tossing frying pan and
my
just wrap it in bread.
God.
Hey guys, hey, I'm here making
Marv.
Violet characters since whatever.
I look over at Marv and I say, I understand what you're saying about the elf lass, but, well, she's had a hard one. You understand what that's like.
Yes,
don't make that
everybody's
weird.
trying to kill my race. I don't give a fuck.
Well, obviously she feels a little differently, and something that we have to learn how to work with here.
I understand. We need to keep this bar running. Otherwise, our stability, our income is gone. I'm sure you understand this.
I do.
We can't keep a straight face, guys.
I'm trying. Every once
And
in
the
a while.
dwarf starts here you go, some toast, and he just tosses the plate in front of him. It's just like a piece of toast with chucked on like cut up sausages. And there you go. And it's just slop you on it, eh? And they just go right back in.
I feel like somehow they're gonna end up with a spatula.
This is so
Gonna
dark.
lose it in one of them burritos.
This is so dark. Oh my God.
Wait, Palak, you were about to say something earlier.
Oh, I shouldn't speak for him. No.
No, speak.
Out with it.
A dwarf will throw something at you for sure.
Okay.
Ugh.
Okay. So I'm staying here kind of because I'm holding the room for someone else.
Really?
Does my nose for trouble go off?
Yeah, dude. That's
Radar.
that is sketchy as fuck.
Yeah, it is.
That is sketchy as fuck. And then it sort of makes sense. Like, no wonder he's just doing nothing here. He didn't tell you why he
Yeah,
wants the
like
room.
it's very.
Like,
yeah.
he came in here and said, I want a room. I'm gonna stay here for a few days. And he never told you why.
Yeah.
So I gotta ask you something there, Alec. What, I've seen swords from the college come down here before, but from my understanding, they didn't always let students have their elf sticks.
No.
You seem to carry one around here like you own it.
Well, that's because we're so far west, sir. It's, I kind of wouldn't want to be caught without it like I am now.
Smile.
I turn to him. When you have a second, you can go back. You can get your magic stick.
Wand?
Your
It's an elf
stick.
stick.
Wand.
It is an elf stick, hey.
Okay, well,
Long and
We're
thin.
not having it.
I had a thought, and it's not my place. I'm not supposed to, especially 'cause-
Out with it.
God.
So, I came here with Inquisitor Velstadt, and I was supposed to hold the room for him until he got back. And when he gets back, maybe he could do something about her, maybe?
Out of game,
Hmm.
an inquisitor
Mm-hmm.
in this world is, I'm guessing, like a judge or a
More of like an enforcer, I'd think.
For you trolls would probably not know about this. Dwarves, not very likely. You would know that they would probably Inquisitors are sort of like free agents of the Reeves. The Reeves they hold jurisdiction over these Inquisitors. And Inquisitors mainly focus on locating some magical artifacts and objects for the most part. You imagine, you've probably met one in your travels, Victor, as an adventurer.
Would I know of them?
You're not there, but you would actually not know of them because you were so young.
Okay. Well, no, I know I'm not there, but I'm just saying, like, out of character, would I know?
Yeah, you would probably not have heard of them because you are so young, and you are only, like, you've never been to human civilization. This is as close as you've got.
Okay.
So, but Indigo, Jagu would have an idea. Inquisitors work for the Reeves, and they assess magical threats, both of items and of people. That includes non-humans as well. That some of them have a specialty for that. And they act in their best interest. They have total jurisdiction if the situation calls for it.
So you work for one of the big guys, do you?
I'm kind of working for him, yeah. I'm like an assistant, I guess.
Oh, well, maybe you can speak to him for us, maybe.
I mean, maybe.
He does get in there.
He,
Tell him of how great we've treated you.
You've done great.
I
mean, I have so many dishes to recommend to him. He's a stickler for... Don't put salt in anything, please.
No problem.
He's supposed to be back pretty soon. He said he'd be no less than a week. So, if not tonight, then definitely tomorrow. I don't know what he was doing out there, but I just follow the instructions he gives me.
What are you doing?
Just being a rat man.
I love it.
Jimbo is what you're doing. You're doing the Jimbo face.
Abby.
Okay, so I just kind of looking at the dude for a second, just kind of studying him.
Yeah.
My nose for trouble thing. And
Well, I guess if we need to have Inquisitor take a look at the situation, then we can go about it at that time.
Mm-hmm.
But I feel like perhaps we made a good deal here. Realize it's a little costly right now, but if they bring back something nice from the Dwarven ruins, then it could change our fates.
We'll see.
Either that or we just
Maybe
got struck real hard.
You also have to remember, with a happy guests comes good reviews. With good reviews comes more guests. More guests mean more money.
What do we get when they review our waitress?
Again, I've stated my opinion on that matter.
Yeah, she's obviously going to need to learn how to do her job, so... Marm, you've
Yeah. I think she's
taken it on!
she's a good
You've
server.
learned how to... You know how to be a great server, just pass on that knowledge. I don't know much about serving food, I make it. I make perfection on a plate. It's up to you to carry it to them!
Kisa has the skills to be a good waitress, a good server around these parts, but it's her attitude about the humans that's holding her back. She seems to put that above her duties. I don't know if I really care for that, but she does have a point when people are out hunting their people.
She needs to learn how to talk to people persuasively. How to get them to understand and not
Maybe she
just
just needs
bitch at
to-
them.
I agree with you.
Maybe
on
she
that.
just needs to learn your dead eyes there. It always seems to.
These dead
Never
eyes.
mind. I'm going back in the kitchen.
These dead
All
eyes
of us
come
are-
from radiant sun.
Not all of us are.
Because the troll's giving him the dead eyes now. He's like, oh, okay, I'm going back in the kitchen.
There's shit to buy when we're out of here.
Jago, I tap Jago. I'll leave you to it. Talk to the elf farm. You do what you do best. And I'll do what I'll do best, is prepare a special shepherd's pie for this Inquisitor. Keep him happy, hopefully. No salt. Right there.
I just
Kind of
start,
point over at this guy.
I just start shaking my head at this point and just pull up one of the biggest mugs we have and put it up on the counter. Pour a big fat mug of mead and then just drink it down.
Damn, dude. And as that,
And then I made one for Marm as well.
oh my god! And I imagine that once that clatter happens on the table is when the whole scene like cuts to black,
Yes.
and we start rolling the credits on the first session of Burning Wheel. Holy shit!
Oh yeah!
Holy
Always
shit!
always the troublemaker.
Man.
You cost us a whole month's worth of provisions right then.
That was
I
on the
didn't know it was gonna be. I didn't know it was
on
gonna
the
get that
first
bad.
day. On the first day.
I didn't know it was gonna be that bad. I wasn't
That
the
was all
one who
dice
rolled
rolls.
like crap.
Yeah, the dice rolling did not help.
No,
was
it did not for
I
any of
love-
us.
I
spent a
love-
persona point and a fate point.
Yeah.
And
I know.
you only barely saved Vincent 1 resources.
Oh my god.
At
So-
least you got a little few crowns shoved aside to keep the bar going until next
Yeah,
time.
a little bit.
Eh.
Okay.
This is great. Like I feel like financial stress. Like I'm feeling it for in game, and it's like it's disgusting. I'm like
Don't
I mean,
play role-playing games to not have to deal with them.
no.
I know, right?
I'm feeling financial stress in my real life. As Mark, I'm just
And-
like,
You also have a child now. It's even worse.
Guys,
Yes.
this is how we do.
Oh
This
my
is how we
God.
deal with adulthood. We adulthood roleplay.
Adulthood roleplay. Burning fucking wheel.
I love it so much.
Yes.
Get
Oh
out.
my god, it's
All of
great.
my real-world money stress is coming through in this game. It's awesome.
Let's
Right?
let's give out
Right?
rewards.
Oh,
We just
God.
gotta keep this afloat. We gotta keep it afloat.
Yeah! Like,
keep it running.
holy shit! Like, I am feeling, like, so... Like, how are they gonna do it? Like, I'm like, choked in the, like, the question. How are they gonna do it?
We'll find a way.
Okay. So, let's go ahead and give away, rewards, because I feel like, you guys deserve to get something out of this. Holy shit. Okay.
I hope so. I lost everything today.
I'm sorry. I didn't know it was gonna be that bad.
Alright.
Now I feel
You're gonna
horrible.
be sleeping. You're
I'm
gonna be
doing all the
tables.
things as punishment.
Hunting.
Like,
Hunting.
it's
He's
good though.
going
We
hunting.
need you to turn.
I'm
the
good at
bedroom-
hunting though. So you guys, if you send me hunting, we might actually be okay.
After hours, you're going hunting.
Yeah, that's.
I mean, after, like I said, she's good at hunting, so you guys might do okay.
We're gonna be putting the Valley Girl back in the dish pit.
Oh my god, it's disgusting.
Do I have to touch
Hey.
this?
Yeah.
Yes.
Can't
Wash
I
the
just rinse
dish.
it off?
Can I at least have some gloves?
These fingernails
No.
just got put on.
I just did my nails. I can't
She's not that bad, okay?
Maybe.
Okay. Rewards! Rewards! Okay. Okay.
Oh god, my cheeks hurt.
If your beliefs manifested in a convincing and entertaining manner, you get a fate point.
Yes. All the yes.
I feel like everybody did that. Holy
All
shit.
the yes.
If you played
Wait,
your
was that Fate or Persona?
Fate, we're just doing Fate for now.
Okay.
If you played your instincts and they got your character in a dangerous, difficult, or awkward situation, you get a fate point.
Yep. All the yes. I don't even know any fate points again.
Yes.
A
Yeah,
player who stopped the table dead with humor while in character gets a fate point. I think that happened for everybody. Jesus Christ.
I'm gonna hoard fate points again, guys.
Okay, this one I feel like we can only give it to one person. Who had the right skill to keep this story going? This session.
I mean,
I think it was
Hagrid
Indigo.
been pretty tough.
I think it was
honestly
Indigo.
I honestly
Yeah.
think Indigo had the haggling.
Indigo.
under
Yeah, yeah.
Even though I failed my rolls, it was still an
But
important
still-
skill.
It
But
doesn't
here's the thing,
matter.
here's the thing. You kept it going. You kept the story going.
Exactly.
You did.
You didn't
Yeah,
have to
So, that was-
succeed.
yeah.
Good job.
Okay. So
All
a
right.
fate point.
Yeah, you get a fate point, sir. All right, so let's go ahead and... do you think humor is one that should also be one person vote? Or reward, do you
I
think?
mean, everybody can add with humor, though.
Yeah,
No,
yeah,
we
that'd be
had
hard
so-
one to choose.
We had so many
Then-
good moments during the session.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But then also it depends, I think, on how many fate points. How generous are you feeling for?
Yeah.
I mean, we're getting started, so you guys are gonna need all you can get, honestly.
That doesn't make me feel any better for.
I feel like that's one of those GM kind of judgment things. You know, if you feel like a player
Yeah.
kind of really
Yeah.
stepped up with the humor and input, then yeah,
Oh,
sure.
of course. All right, so embodiment. Capturing the mood of the table perfectly and driving the story onward. Moments like great speeches, desperate decisions, or gruesome revenge fall into this
Yes!
category.
Done.
I feel like I kind of put in a couple of speeches there.
Indigo
I had the gruesome revenge part down to a science.
Aomi, I feel like really stuck to their characters.
Yeah, dude.
They just, I think they embody it. And then Vincent, you were so good with kind of that just exasperating.
Gordon Ramsay.
Oh, you want toast? Of course, I'll just give a toast.
Why don't I just wrap everything in a leaf and throw it at him?
So who gets it?
I think everybody got it except for Marm, because Marm didn't have a moment with her son, really. She sort of was
So is
just
that a
like
fate point?
persona point.
Okay.
These are persona points.
Chapter one.
Mold breaker. So, if a player comes to a point in the story where their beliefs, instincts, and traits conflict with the decision they must make, and they play out the inner turmoil in a believing and engaging manner, then they earn a persona point.
I don't know if I did that.
I feel like giving a free room away kind of counts for me.
I honestly,
Yeah.
yeah. I
Yeah.
honestly think that's in Indigo's
I don't think I
favor.
did, so.
I
Because
think
that's not
if
something I wanted to do at all, and I had to roleplay that out.
yeah, I think
Yeah.
oh man, dude, I definitely think Indigo got his.
Yeah. Yeah.
I gotta
So-
say that, yeah,
Yeah.
the Our Tavern is a beacon for adventure, but don't make Our Tavern your adventure. There will be consequences. Belief for me. I kind of like stung me for a bit too, having to give away a room. It's like, oh, what's he?
Yeah.
What's
You
he
lost
doing?
money for it, dude, too.
Lost money for it too. Yeah. So
I just really wanted to. Marm really wanted to throw them out, but then my over here was just like, "No, we're gonna make a deal." I was like, "Okay, I'll just be
I
here."
really wanted Marm to
I kind of wanted
Well,
Marm too, I'm not gonna
or
lie.
just rip a leg off and beat somebody to death
Yeah.
You get a leg, and you get a leg!
So
Yeah, I wasn't really sure, so I just went with it.
I honestly think
I need to get more weapons, is what I need to get.
No, no, you.
with it. You need less weapons.
Because she had a dagger on her, that dagger would have been in that woman.
So that's a persona point.
for Indigo and Vincent,
Yeah.
if you accomplished a personal goal, you earn a persona point. Now that's if you finished a belief. If you
I
finished a
don't think I
belief,
did that.
then you get a persona point.
If you,
I mean, I kinda...
Yeah.
Oh no, let me look
does
at
that
my...
mean it's not a belief anymore, or what?
No, it means you completed a step in that belief.
Hold on a
So
second.
if my belief was to if
So... Okay. I don't think I did that, though.
yeah, it says like accomplishing personal goals as stated in a belief.
I
So
think she wanted to do that, but they didn't want to hear her.
I have one
So-
that's tavern staff and patrons are family, and I'll do what I can to help and support them. And I feel like maybe I did that with Ayami because she was kind of backed into a corner, and I made
Now
her
was
the
that
tavern to actually help her.
Yeah.
that was is that a belief?
Yeah.
Okay, then yeah, I think that's definitely, you get a persona point.
Yeah, because I mean, I was actually giving away my resources just to defend
Yeah.
it.
Oh my god, yeah, dude, that's perfect. That is perfect.
As a player, like I am wholeheartedly like I appreciate that.
Okay.
Like as a character, like not so much, but you know.
So that's Persona as well.
Indeed. It is getting some good persona, guys.
Yeah, you're holding all the
So-
persona, and I got all the fates.
We have two last awards, and they are Workhorse and MVP. Workhorse is granted to the player who is most relied upon this session, and MVP is the character who drove the story to its conclusion.
I feel like Indigo MVP for sure.
Oh, I was thinking him as Workhorse because he did most of the roles.
I don't know. I think Vincent helped out with a lot of the roles for Workhorse.
I don't know.
If I remember correctly.
He honestly, I think with Workhorse, like, Vincent had the right skills to give helping dice. He had the right skills to sort of frame.
Yeah.
He framed
That's what I was
Indigo's
thinking.
roles, because the lost
then Indigo-
treasure-wise, that was really clutch. It would
Maybe then.
it would have been more difficult, honestly, if you had not had lost treasure-wise.
Yeah.
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 Yeah, I feel like he put a lot of helping dice in, and then Indigo for sure, without his character's like
Yeah.
insistence of being like, "We're gonna sort this out."
Oh my god.
We can make this right.
We could do this.
So that is Persona point to Vincent and a Persona point to Indigo again.
Yeah.
That.
I went from 0 to 4.
I was gonna say you guys are racking up those Suppressor points, and I'm holding all the fate points.
I got 5 fate points.
I got 5 fate.
I have 6, I think.
Yeah, you got a head start.
I did, because I only took 2 life pass.
So Deeds points are not
Yeah, I have
earned.
6.
Deeds points are not earned on the first session, so we'll see if you guys ever get to earn those. And that is honestly all I have for you guys today. My name is, yeah. Oh my god, guys. So go ahead. Let's just go around, introduce. Or,
I'm sorry.
Introduce each other, talk about the session, and we'll see what we want to do before we leave.
Okay.
Are we starting? Who's who's going
Abby,
first?
do you want to go first?
I would love to go first. Thank you. Okay. No. It was so much fun. Literally the whole time I felt like I was just kind of leaning back and watching them do their thing, because all of the characters in this are so interesting. I feel like everybody did such a good job. The NPCs were on point. I am really, 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 really looking forward to this. It was so fun, you guys. But yeah, I'm Abby. I stream sometimes. You can find me at Abigator Frenzy on Twitter and on Twitch. And sometimes I read books, and sometimes I play games. And I don't have a schedule, but just follow me because I'm spastic and enthusiastic about everything. I love you guys. Thank you for watching. Okay, that's it.
Fantastic. Indigo!
Oh my gosh, it's my turn.
Yep.
I'm Indigo. I play Jago Reese. I freaking love this campaign already. It's so much fun. It's cracking me up. I love my character. I love my voice for my character, and I love all these other characters. And I just can't wait for this to keep going because it's gonna be awesome. I can already tell. I have a Twitch channel. It's Kronos_World. We have a lot of stuff going on. Monday, we're launching a new game on Monday. It's going to be a Shadowrun campaign. Should be a lot of fun. Tuesday, Wednesday are locked in. Friday is locked in. We're going to be starting up a Savage Worlds superhero game on Thursdays, and then a mouse card campaign is moving to Saturdays someday. someday I'll find a GM for that. It's a lot of fun. We could definitely got a lot of stuff going on. We're really focusing on role-playing games because role-playing games are awesome and they just make friendships happen and fun happen, and I just love everything about them. And so I just really wanted to honor that and show my love for role-playing games in general, just the communities that it builds and everything. So that's me. That's what I'm doing. Check it out, Kronos World and Kronos_World. It's fun. Got a lot of stuff going on, so come check it out if you want.
Indeed. Give him your support, fellows. Ayami, give us your. How is today, Ayami? How is today?
I have no words. I always make the troublesome characters, and I don't mean to, but it's fun to play them. I mean, let's be honest. Alright, so I'm Ayami302. I stream sometimes, not very often, but I do. I'm trying to get Singing Saturdays back, which I didn't do it last night because I was home late, so... But, yeah, so I'll put my link in chat after I'm done playing this. But yeah, it was fun. I love this campaign already. Sorry, I didn't really mean to make it into the situation that it already is. Somehow, if you guys have seen me on the past, past 4 streams, you've come to know that I tend to make the troublesome characters that always get us into the worst shit possible, so... I don't intentionally do that, it just tends to happen for whatever reason, so yeah. But yeah, Ayami302, you guys can check out my Twitch channel. I would love it if you guys follow me. Like I said, I'm trying to get Singing Saturdays back, but I don't know, it's been sporadic lately because my schedule's been sporadic, but hopefully that's, kind of calming down. Also, Abigail and I are going to be doing a dual stream some point.
Yes, I still need to talk to you about that.
I know! You always do. You have my number, girl, and you have my Discord.
I forget. Okay.
All the things. But yes, we are going to be doing a duo reading stream at some point on her channel. Details and all that later to come. I'm sure either she or I will, send that through our Discords or send that through, through our Twitters. You guys can follow us on our Twitters as well. I have a Twitter, same handle and everything for me and as well as her. But, yeah, so that's all I have.
Alright. And to the dwarf of the hour, Vincent.
Oh my god. I am loving this dwarf so much. I don't think dwarves are played and given as much love out there. I love just playing them and trying to bring them to life, and hopefully I can do that with this one. And I'm Vincent Cross. You can catch me on Twitter, on Discord. You'll find me all over For's channel. And look me up anytime.
There you are.
Check out Abigator Frenzy. Check out Kronos World, and obviously check out For and all the magnificent stuff that he does, and Ayami302.
It's awesome, you guys.
And
just if you see him around,
all of you guys are awesome.
all...
Thanks for
I
playing.
love you guys.
Oh yeah, we're awesome here.
All right.
I'll
Love you guys.
I'll drop Vincent's Twitter link in the chat for you guys.
You can't have any of my Bud Light though.
But yeah, I think I speak for all of us when we say, we
This
love
will.
you for. We're so glad that
We're
that
so
you.
glad that you know this game.
Yeah, we're also so glad that you're willing to teach us this game too. And you're willing
Always
to
happy to
DM.
learn a new system.
Yeah, let me tell you, when he told us that we were learning a new system, I was like, oh my god, yes, please, I want to. Learning new systems with him is actually, super fun, because, you guys don't get to see the behind the scenes, but trust me, when we were making these characters, there were so many ideas, and I honestly, my cheeks were hurting just as much as they were today, making these characters. So, the whole behind the scenes stuff, it's actually really fun and really enjoyable. And, we wouldn't be here without For, so, we totally need to thank him for all that he does, for all the stuff. So you guys should totally follow him and totally, you guys should also join his Discord, too, which I'll drop a link in a second.
Do
The
all
locks,
things.
the
You know.
locks with Logan.
All of the things.
Yes, do
Yeah.
all the things. Follow him on Twitter. Follow him on Discord. Follow him on Twitch. All the things. We're all in the Discord all the time. So
Drop
Yeah.
in, say hi.
yeah,
I'm so pumped, and thank you. I'm sorry.
Yeah, and to add to that a bit,
Okay.
I definitely appreciate you teaching this system and everything. Like Ayami was saying.
No,
that-
like
to add to that, I mean, I feel like you're a really good teacher, you know, as well. Just aside
Oh, yeah.
from whatever else, being a good GM and stuff, I feel like you're a really good teacher. You explain things really well, and it's super helpful for people trying to learn a new system. You know, I mean, I've got a lot of role playing game experience, but I didn't know anything about Burning Wheel. You know, and to be able to sit down with you and kind of go through everything, the way that you explain things and everything is just awesome. You know, so it definitely makes the experience a lot better. For sure.
Just love boy so much. Compliment him every stream.
how am I supposed to outro
I
when I'm
complimented you
always
not on
being
stream.
introed?
See, here's the thing though, is like legit, like, you know, that's when you know you're such good friends, is you can be serenaded.
Make you feel awesome because you're an awesome person for.
Forrest's the only one that gets an automatic shout out on my
Right, yeah,
Everyone else has to link it themselves.
yeah.
Anyways, we're gonna leave it there, guys. I want to thank everybody for, especially everybody who stopped by. It was really great. Bubbernut
Yeah.
stopped by. We had a lot of our old folks like Jace drop by as well. I'm hoping we can continue to make Burning Wheel something treasured on the channel. But we'll have to wait and see. I am doing Dark Spring Lair tonight at 10 p.m. Eastern Time with Askren, Alex, who is a dirtbag boyfriend on Twitter, and Drunkly Romantic, Simply JXN as well, being little mice in a big wolfy world.
No more Bronze Girl.
Bronze Girl is off doing her own adventures, yo.
Yeah.
She is.
Ooh.
Yeah.
My boyfriend though, Alex is awesome.
Alex is awesome. Perfect. I don't want to say replacement because we might
Close,
have bronze.
though.
Yeah, it's like amazing. We might have bronze back one day. We might just have all of them come back. I don't know. But the way bronze left
Special
it,
guest appearance.
I know. Like yes, manners. Anyways, that's really all I have for you guys. Don't forget to peck to win, because that's how you win. And I'll see you next time on the forefront. Farewell.
Bye.
Don't forget to peck.